stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, traveled through the open door, circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely sometimes, you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know life took a hold on. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, hey. It's all in what you do, hey. Some things you gotta do, hey. This fight for millions, take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness, yes. You can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it through like for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn and develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition, I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, give something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your goal. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is alive. I'm telling you what you do, it's all in what you do, some things you gotta
Hey.
do,
Hey, you already know what it is, Jeffrey. You already know what it is, Mr. Lakes. What up, woke? Love is the word. Triple O, Era G, Lane. What's up, King? J Dub, Unique. What's up, Lane, Andrew Charles? Love is the word. Love is the word, TB. She got you boxed in, TB. What you gonna do, big homie? What you gonna do? Jay, motherfucking good. What's up, man? D-Man, Lane, Jeffrey, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Jeffrey. Silver, what's up? What's up, man? Yeah, we always up with something, man. I know you in here early, man. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you, man. Y'all here early. Y'all not playing, huh? But I just want to say what's up, man. We got a special show tonight, man. The barbershop is normally closed on a Friday, but you know when you get a special guest, a great story, man, you definitely we gotta share this with the people, man. This is a hell of a story, man. I've been reading up on this shit all goddamn day, man. This made my year, man. This story made my year, man. And I'm excited that he's gonna come into the barbershop and share his story, and it's gonna inspire obviously the boxing world, but the world beyond. And I'm just overly excited. And he's in here early. You gotta scoot your camera over so we can see both y'all at the same time. And the other way. The other way. Yeah, the other way. Yeah. There you go. So without further ado, man, we're gonna bring them in, man, and we're gonna rock out for as long as we can have them, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Oh yeah, man. What's up? What's up, good brother?
Big homie, what's up, big homie?
Man, I'm free, champ.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Man, listen, brother, I'm free. You hear me?
Oh man, so what you been up to, man? You ain't stopped in 2.5 days.
You know, man, listen, man. Once and foremost, again, man, you know, I'm gonna continue to always give my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ all the praise and glory because without Him, you know, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. You wouldn't even want to probably talk to me if I didn't have Him. And I'm just thankful, man. I've been enjoying my boy, man. You know, man, it's just been so crazy just looking at him. And I left. He was in a diaper, man. He down. He didn't want to take me in the store. He said my jogging pants was too big. He said, so he literally went and bought me some more pants before we went shopping. So he's like, Dad, you got to put this on and put that on, you know. But man, listen, man, I know I'm free right now.
How many jabs you done hit him with? How many jabs you done hit him with since you?
You know what? He threw a punch at me like about 2 hours ago. So I'm like, what made you do that? He was just like, you know, I was just seeing was you on your toes. But before he knew it, you know, I had caught it already. So it threw him off, you know, because he like, oh, Dad, you still fast or whatnot. You know, I hit him with a little paint real quick. I said, you know, this real under here, you know?
Yeah. Well, on behalf of the barbershop, we just want to say thank you, man. And everyone's been following you today. And it's just an incredible story, man. And as I said before you came in, you're literally going to inspire the world, man. And I was telling people, I've been talking about you all day. I've actually since yesterday, since I got off the phone with Troy,
Right.
and 99.9% chance at failure, man.
Yes.
You fucking came through, man.
But you know, that's what champions do.
That's what champions do.
I'm a champion. And I'm always gonna be a champion. And I want to thank President Trump.
Sure.
From the bottom of my heart. I love President Trump. He reunited me with my son. Nothing, nobody on earth could have gave me a better gift than that, besides Jesus Christ giving me my salvation. That's how I raised that gift that I was given to him. And by having that, you know, it's like it's a blessing on top of a blessing. And this is bigger than boxing. This is bigger than the political world. This is bigger than black, white, brown. This is about being reunited with your family. This is about giving me a chance to show redemption. This is about giving me a chance to be a father, the guys that's supposed to protect and serve their community. This is what life is about. And I'm experiencing it.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing, man. We got people already coming in. Terrence Bailey just wanted to say, glad you're free, bruh. You have an awesome story. Much love, brother. That's from Terrence Bailey, man. He's a descendant of Frederick Douglass. Let's take it all the way back to the beginning, man. Let's take it all the way back to the beginning, childhood, man.
So like the beginning of my career.
No, childhood. Look, man, let's go before that, man. Let's go. Let's take it all. I got time tonight, man. You know what I mean?
Listen, I've been doing this since I was 8 years old, man. You know, my dad used to box, and my older brother used to box, and you know, we're gonna talk about this, and you know, I'm giving you the real with me. You know, I don't hold no punches because I had to learn the hard way that tomorrow isn't promised, because I woke up fighting off ESPN and thinking that I'm doing real good to being put in the handcuffs and getting a double life sentence. So my dad started using crack cocaine, and my brother stopped boxing, and I wanted to box because I was the baby. So I wanted him to like see me more and respect me more. And that's the reason I started boxing. But the coach was like, this the one. I'm getting roughed off by all the kids and whatnot, but I'm coming every day. I got my bag, man. I'm trying to see him again, coach. And my career started to take off, and I started to take off, and I got a chance, in 1998. They sent me to see Angelo Dundee, and he told the people that this kid is ready for the pros. So when I came home, actually I knew my father used, but I had never saw him use. And for the first time in my life, and this is my first time revealing this, it was the first time that I saw him use and be, and I was so happy to tell him what Angelo Dundee said. And I went into a place where he was at, and I called him in the act, and I grabbed him, and I respected him so much, and I just said, "Man, please." And I watched my daddy quit cold turkey from there, and we started going to the gym every day, and I turned pro. And guess what? The first fight and first card that I fought on was at the Donald Trump casino. So that went back to where we got 20 years later now to where he give me a clemency. Once again, man, I love Donald J. Trump. Listen, it's so much. It's so much a part of everything that I got going on right now. His hand is all over it. Miss Alice Johnson, I never spoke to this woman until October the 22nd, 2020. It was my first time ever speaking to this lady. This lady cried to President Donald Trump about giving me a clemency. She said, "I read every paper about you. I read every trial transcript about you." And she said, "God told me that you were the one." And she fought for me to the president of the United States of America. And he read my petition. And that's how I'm here today. So back to my story. With my dad, I turned pro out of high school. I became like 6, 7, and 0. Things got bad. I come from Gary, Indiana. I took a shortcut. I got caught. I chose to stand up and take responsibility for the crimes that I committed. And the government said, "No, you either going to do this or you're going to go to trial." Well, I said, "Well, listen, I'm a man. I broke the law. I can do what I did. So I guess I got to go to trial because I can't lie on other people." And they gave me not one life sentence, but 2 life sentences at the age of 24 years old. And I fought them. But when I got to prison, it's a whole different world there. They sent me to a maximum security prison in Terre Haute, Indiana. It was the first time I ever really saw a guy murdered without a bullet hole. They was the stabbing and killing guys that's like the norm. So I had to become not the champion of the world in boxing. I had to become the champion of the world in life. And I became a champion in life. And I learned the tools. And I continued to be the father to my son that I left when I was 2 years old. And I continued to fight and I continued to pray. And people saw the redemption in me from inside of the prison walls. I was a leader back there. So it led out to the world, to my son and through his friends and stuff like that. And I believe with those prayers and people like Miss Johnson, she heard about this. If I was so bad, the way that they said with the war on drugs, which we know don't exist no more, they said that was totally, completely wrong. But that was why they gave me a double life sentence and didn't correct it. But President Trump did. His administration read it. You had the lady like Amy Pover for Can Do. You had Brittany Bird. You had Weldon Angelos. You had my friend right here who's sitting next to me. This was a kid. I met this kid because of a problem was going on when they was going through prom. And I had a couple dollars. So I said, "Hey man, listen, I don't like how the limousine driver talking to y'all. So guess what? You get on. I'm gonna send him a limo over here." And he remembered me. And he said, "Man, listen, I want to do a movie about you." So, I'm listening to myself. I'm like, "Hey, kid, I got a life sentence, man. Don't waste your time." He said, "Man, I believe in you." You know what I mean? He said, "Man, everybody know you." I said, "Well, okay." I said, "Well, you go ahead and do what you do." He said, I said, "I believe in me too." But I said, "This finna be a rough ride." and this was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, we had this conversation. Now look today, you know, so with all of that going on, and for all of me to say that is those people names that I spoke, we came together as a collective. Rather, they came together as a collective because they was on the outside. And God touched it. And my president, Donald J. Trump, said, free him. You know what I mean? I'm talking about me right now. I can't speak about no one else, but it's thousands of people that need to do the same thing that I did with my son. It's good men back here, not just black men. It's good white men. It's good brown men. I got a great friend, Marty Valadez, Mexican guy. He's a gentleman. He got a life sentence. He ain't never going home. He don't have nobody, but he deserved to go home. You know what I mean? Let's help. We got to change this. You know what I mean? We need a second chance. That's what this is about. You know what I mean? Me hugging my son. I don't know who got a kid, and then you got a boy. Every man want a boy. You know what I mean? Bro, everything that went on, I got the president to give me the clemency. And then I have a black senator from the state of Indiana to pick me up and drive me home. My son laying on me. You know, I'm playing sleep and I'm watching him. He watching me. He's seeing how I move. I hold my head like this. I'll catch him. He hold his head like that. He touch me. I touch him. You know what I mean? Listen, man. Trump helped me, man. And to be here with my son these last 2 days, the best gift I ever had in my life, man. I saw him born, but the feeling that I got right now is even better. That overrides everything.
Oh, and it should. You said that so you had the chance to take a plea deal and you chose not to take the plea deal?
Because it wasn't a plea deal.
Okay, go ahead.
What I think a plea deal is say, I got caught with this jar of water. I did it. The amount of time that I get for this jar of water, let me get it. But they said, no, you got caught with this jar of water. But if you don't say that Fred gave you this water, we're going to charge you with 50 of these waters because somebody else said you gave them 50 of them. Wow. And we're not going to give you 5 years. We're going to give you 105 years. And I said, Fred didn't give me nothing. You know, I got that water on my own. I'm responsible for it. I'm a man. Give me the time for that water. And they said, we got something for you, champ. You're not going to fight again.
Wow.
And when you chose to go to trial, it's consequences behind that. And all of these is in my trial transcripts, which you guys can read. It's free to the public. Yeah. And he gave me not one life sentence, but he gave me 2 life sentences. Let the late Judge Lozano rest in peace, who eventually came back and gave me 30 years. But what I don't understand is, if my crime was so bad to where you was willing to give me 5 or 10 years, if I said things that could have been true and maybe even not true, but since I didn't do it, you chose to give me the worst sentence possible, because I believe a life sentence is worse than lethal ejection, you know what I mean, which is the death penalty, because for the simple fact, at least then they just go ahead and kill you. I was just sitting right in maximum security prison for the rest of my life at the age of 24. So if I would have lived to be 90 or something, I would have been in prison all of those years. Doesn't make any sense. But guess what? President Trump said, he read my file and he said, you know what? Give that kid another chance. You know, he saw the rehabilitation that I went through. He saw everything that I went through, and they read my file. It wasn't like, okay, we're going to do this. No. he gave me a second chance. So that's what we need to understand. And once again, I'm thankful for all of the other people that was a part of it, because I believe everybody played a role, which leads back to my boxing career. I became 19-0 with 11 knockouts. I had never lost a fight. I was chasing Roy Jones Jr. And I only wanted to fight him because I love his style. To me, he was the baddest dude that put gloves on.
Yeah.
I loved him. I imitated him. I wanted the speed. I wanted everything like him. You know what I mean? And when I went to prison, it's like, wow. Then Tarver beat him. I'm so mad. I'm like, no, I supposed to beat him. You know, this, that, and the other. So even if I would have been able to fight Tarver and beat him, I wouldn't have been happy if I didn't beat Roy Jones. So I'm free now. I'm 40 years old. Roy's finna fight Mike Tyson. I got some more in me. And I'm trying to see Roy Jones Jr. You know what I mean? I gotta do it. I mean, I want to fight him. You know what I mean? And, you know, because to me, he one of the best men to put on a pair of boxing gloves. So I feel it's only right that I get that challenge. You know, I get a couple of tune-up fights when the COVID clear up and we get everything together. And hopefully we have this. I mean, it's no hard feelings, nothing personal. I love him. I think he's one of the best ever, but I want to fight him. So you could take that and run it however you want to, however you want to run it, Fred. However you want to run it, Fred. Hey, Fred, I resurrected. I beat 2 life sentences. So how bad can he hurt me?
Absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely
you know
right.
What I mean?
Mm-hmm. The first.
Go ahead, champ.
No, I just want to walk us through the whole thing because we got people that's actually have similar stories. And as I was telling Troy, I have 4 brothers. I'm not 4 brothers, 4 cousins that were overcharged. You understand what I'm saying? I have 4 brothers. I mean, 4 cousins who were over sentenced for non-violent crimes as well. They did over 20 years. And can you talk about the transition and actually the actual life in prison? Meaning that you're a 19-0 fighter. Obviously, your reputation probably is going to precede you when you walk in, right? Because you went to a local prison at first, correct?
No, I went to a maximum. You know, it's the camp, it's the low, it's the medium, it's the maximum, and then you know it's the underground prison or whatnot. So they started me off at a maximum level of prison, and you can be 50-0. If you go back there and you plan, you'll go home. You won't finish your sentence. You know what I mean? And look at my boy, man. You know, man, see, man, look, man. The dude, hey, you know what I mean? He got a smile on him so much, man. So he tell me, listen, man, listen, this Trump did this, man. I'm the happiest man on earth right now, man. Like, look at this kid, man. He's starting. I left when he was 2 years old.
Facts.
You know, but I use every tool that they had. I had to write them, you know, call them, you know, I emailed them, you know, I thank his mom because, you know, she brought him to see me when she could. She did everything, and she didn't sign up to be a single mother, which many other single mothers are, because we are in here like your cousin there. We get over sentenced and they know it's wrong and they don't fix it. But it took a guy like President Trump to see my situation. Man, he fixed it. Which I wish he would have did it for your cousin and many more. But I got blessed, bro. Look, you know what I mean? I love this kid. You know what I mean? Everything. You know what I mean? So we need to come together with that. You know, we need to use our voice, you know, in each and every way. We got to use our voice. You know what I mean? It's not about nothing else, because it's my job, and it's my duty, it's my responsibility to enrich his mind. I'm supposed to talk him. I'm his father. You know what I mean? And I did everything that I could from that jail cell, but it's nothing like being here with him and doing it. You know what I mean? There's nothing like teaching him how to drive, man. I felt so bad today, man. You know, I can say it in front of him now. He's driving me around I didn't teach him how to drive. Who don't want to teach their son how to drive? But he driving me around. I still feel some type of way how he played me with my sweatpants though. You know what I mean? Like I'm one of the smoothest men. I was one of the smoothest guys in the BOP. You know what I mean? I got a fresh, brand new pair of jogging pants that I came from prison in. They was brand new. So, you know, brand new Adidas and everything. He tell me, Daddy,
Welcome to 2020, champ. Welcome to 2020, baby.
man, listen, man. And he got to send you this picture because I really still feel some type of way. They got me in these tight pants and all that, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean? So, but it was just a blessing, man. You know, man, I'm happy right now, man. But and I'm sorry for your cousin there for doing all that time because a nonviolent crime. Are you serious?
Same
20
crime,
years.
same crime. Drugs got caught, and one of the cousins didn't even do anything. He just went to his brother's house, and they both got caught. And the brother didn't say anything, and he ended up getting 20+ years too. Mark Nash, are you gonna write a book?
Of course, we're doing a book. I got like 2 books written already. You know, to be honest, man, I got a book that's called Relationship Behind Bars that's going to be one of the best sellers ever. And it's not about just a man or a woman. It's about all relationships. And I think that everybody on earth need to deal with this, read this book because most everybody got somebody that's incarcerated. So therefore, the book is going to teach you how a son's supposed to deal with a father, how the father's supposed to deal with the son, how a male's supposed to deal with his companion, how the male's supposed to deal with his mother, his father, his brother, his sister, and so on and so on. It's about relationships. And one of the main things I taught him, and this was a way for me to play the bad guy to him, was every reaction has a reaction. And that's something that I taught him, you know, and the thing about it now is I'm here to really show the reaction, you know what I mean? If his action ain't right, you know what I mean? You catch my drift? Back then, I used to have to sell it to him. I sell it to him a nice way, and then his mother put the hammer down, you know what I mean? But so with that being said, that book would teach a lot of people how to deal with their family. And I mean, with the person incarcerated, because the person has to rehabilitate. The person has to show some type of redemption or whatnot, because at the end of the day, I will never say that break the law, whether if it's done violent or not, and you shouldn't be punished. But this is a theory that I tell that I tell people, and I use it with medication. If you go to a doctor and you're sick and he gives you some medication, if the medication isn't strong enough, what's going to happen? You're going to get sick again, and might have to come back. And then you get a stronger medication. Now, if the doctor give you too strong of a medication, it could do 2 things to you. It can leave you a liability, or it can kill you. That's the same thing with the time. You get these guys, if you feel like you give them too much time, guess what? They're going to come back. And you're going to be able to sentence them again. And you're going to be able to punish them a little harder because you can say this, that, and the other. But if you give a guy too much time and he loses his mind in there, you're going to either kill him or you're going to have him such a liability that he's nothing for himself or nobody else. I refuse to be that liability. And that's why I became a champion of life. Now, these things that we're talking about now, Fred, I'm giving it to you raw and uncut, champ. So I've been waiting and practicing saying these things for so long because it's the truth. And it's the truth. So that scenario right there is what's going on with this prison system. You give me a life sentence at 24 years old. What if I would have done something to myself? What if I really, really would have let them, lost my mind? I wouldn't have been no good to him. What can I teach him? What can I stand here and say to you right now? You know what I mean? What could I write on paper to say to President Trump if I gave up hope and I didn't develop into the man that I am today? Some of our brothers and sisters are going through that. You know what I mean? And I'm not playing the race card because it's good men of all races, it's good men in all places. You know what I mean? So therefore, once again, we thinking of a whole because this is our next generation. When I heard Dr. King's granddaughter preach and say, like, we got to fix this for my generation, we got to do it right now so they can be all right. This, what Donald Trump did for me, helped me with him. So now guess what? It's going to make him better. So he's the one they got to go out there and do better. And then the next generations are going to be better because they're going to be put in their office and do certain things or whatever they're going to do in the community. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about. And I'm a living proof. And for any parents or whoever reading this, use me, because you can use me in two ways. You can go and tell your kids, say, hey, look at that Duke guy. He had all the talent in the world. He talking to y'all now, this, that, and other, but you don't be like that because he messed up. You could tell the kid that. Now, the same kid, another parent, if they could tell them like this, look, that guy messed up. He got knocked down. He got up. He redeemed himself. He helped people. That's what true champions be. It's a win-win situation. That's what life is about.
When did you believe you had a chance at coming home?
I always said I was coming home. I never told my son I wasn't coming home. And to be honest, is sometimes I should be sad. Like, man, I should tell him on the phone, like, hey, I love you, man. The Lord's gonna do something, man. I pray, man, I'm gonna see you soon. And I used to be like, man, I know he's tired of hearing this. That's what the devil used to be telling me. But I knew if I had gave up hope, if I gave up hope, my heart should have stopped beating. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of man I am. So my heart had never stopped beating. You know what I mean? I talked to God in 2015 and said, you know, that this life sentence is what is meant for me to do, because you need me to be used in prison. I accept it. And within 6 months, I was free from the life sentence to 30. So he been carrying me all of the way. I had a lawyer to fight. I should have been out off the first step back, but it wasn't meant for me to go that way. It was meant for me to go this way. And right before we got on the email, Troy was showing me something off the news. To what it's, man, I was just on the news, man. The Fox News.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
saw
I'm
that.
saying? So come on, man. Like this is bigger than everything. You know what I mean? A person that never went to jail, anything. Take jail out the equation. I reunited with my son. I'm going to help him be it. I'm going to be a dad to him and a player to the community. It's a blessing. Look at it that way. Add the jail stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. When let's fast forward to Troy. What's the first? So you saw him being he saw you being mistreated in prom?
Yeah, man. I ain't like how the limo dude was talking. They was on my block. They was on my block. You know, I had a couple dollars at the time, so
he was rich, bro. He's rich,
man. You know what I mean? So I'm outside and I'm looking at them and I said, like, man, but I guess they supposed to have grouped up and paid the guy. And Troy didn't come up on it then. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, but come on, man, these kids going to prom. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you take them to prom? So, you know, I was young. So I tell the guy, I say, look, I knew a couple limo, so I already knew what I was on anyway. So I said, man, well, how about this? Why don't you just take your limo and you just go ahead and go? So, you know, I seen the little girls and whatnot. I mean, I'm not too much older than them, but I seen the little girls, they was feeling sad because they're like, man, what is this dude doing? He making our ride leave. But I had already called my guy to come through. So I pay him, I get him guys a couple bucks. And I never seen this kid again.
Are you serious?
Nah.
Yeah, so me and his sister, we graduated. Me and his sister graduated together. His youngest sister, the baby sister. And so, and then fast forward to some years later, I get a message on Instagram.
Squeeze in, Troy. Squeeze in. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
So I get a message on Instagram, and it's from Duke. First of all, I'm looking like, what's this guy doing on Instagram? Like, what is he, you know? and so, you know, and he hit me up and he was like, call me. And so at the time I was representing talent, you know, just kind of locally, from overseas, different things like that, really just kind of getting my talent management career started, right? And so he hit me up. This was really, well, when we started that, but then on 17 was when we really took it to the next level. 17, about 3.5, almost 4 years ago. And he hit me up. He said, man, God told me that you was the one that be able to help me get out of prison. He said, I promise if you take me as your client, I'll be the biggest client you ever had.
Mm-hmm.
And damn, was he right? Like from that day, I believed him 100%. So a little backstory about that. I looked up to this man. This was our Floyd Mayweather, Gary, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? He was our champ, undefeated. You know what I mean? The whole city watched this man grow into something special. His sister used to bring his films, like all his amateur film, all the stuff. She used to bring it to class. We watching his man like in class, and all you heard was Duke, 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 my brother Duke, my brother Duke. I mean, she was proud of him. This man was getting ready for the Olympics. He was, bronze medalist in the Junior Olympics. So, we had something to look up to in the city. And so he was that person that we had. He was the champ. He was Gary's champ. And so, when he reached out to me again, like I was honored. Most people can't say this, but most people don't get a chance to represent somebody they looked up to. You know what I mean? Like somebody they genuinely, looked up to. And so for me, man, like I was hurt when he got, sentenced. It's like losing your hero. That'd have been like, Muhammad Ali getting double life. I'm just saying, just imagine that's how we, the whole city, man. That hurt our heart. And it definitely hurt my heart. So I was just honored, man, just to be able to have a chance to get at this. And I was like, bro, you gotta let me capture this story and tell it right. Not whitewash. I mean, I wanted to really be able to capture this story, tell it right. And I'm just honored just to be able to have that opportunity to fight every day of my life. Like I've never taken a day off. Like I still ain't been asleep yet since he been out. Like I haven't had my first night of sleep yet. I'm driving. We've been going back and forth. Yeah. But I couldn't rest knowing that my brother is, fighting every day in the prison trying to get home to his son. We doing interviews national. I'm with CJ. We doing these interviews and I'm trying to let them know, like, man, we gonna bring him home, and not like gaslighting. I mean, we was serious about bringing him home. Never gave up, man, and we just shocked the world. That's a miracle, bro. I'm still processing it. I'm so used to talking to this man every day from behind bars, on the phone, on the email. It don't even seem right. I'm sitting next to him right now. And guess what? He's still, somebody I look up to. This still my idol. I don't know nobody that's more solid than this man. I don't know a better father than this man. I don't know a better role model than this man. So I'm honored, to this day, to still have this opportunity to work with him and, shock the world with him. Just be a part of this journey.
Take us through the daily operations. Like when, like you said, you went serious in 2017. What's the process? Take us through that. Like, what you have to do on your end, Troy, and what you got to do on your end, dude.
So, man, it started from just sending out hundreds and hundreds of emails a day, calls, just trying to get anybody to hear our story. Like, man, hey, we got this incredible guy from Gary, Indiana, former boxer, 19-0. That man, if he can get out and this man got a chance to have a second chance at life, get back in the ring again. And when I'm talking about, man, hitting. Man, so many celebrities. I probably been in their DM sending them pictures about this man. They're gonna now check it like, man, this man was reaching out, and it was, just to get told no, or just to get ignored. But some people, started to bite on it. Right. Then all of a sudden, Trump let Alice Marie Johnson out, and he called me. He was like, "I need you to get to the president," and I was just like, "All right, man. I didn't know how we was gonna do it, but I said, let's do it." And from there, man, anybody we thought that we can get to the president that can connect us, any celebrity, actually Dennis Rodman was the first celebrity that like kind of retweeted for us and posted about us, thanks to his agent. Agent, man, Darren, man, his agent was definitely, man, like that was a big thing for Dennis Rodman to Darren Prince. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He represent Magic Johnson, Hulk Hogan, Dennis Rodman. Darren Prince, he believed in us, he believed in the story, and he started putting some things in place, and we just kept going. And on his end, I mean, every day was a game plan. What we gonna do? Who we gonna get to? How we gonna approach this? So I still don't know what all he was doing. Every day we was coming with a good plan. I mean, he was the general with it.
Writing and praying, champ. You gotta put it on. You gotta You want to see it, you want to believe it, you want to pray about it, then you execute. And when you execute, you be willing to go all the way with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the attitude, that's the frame of mind I got in everything I do in life. So that's how it went. So now you got people today, a few people today hit us back, right? And what's crazy was it's like they congratulating us, right? Sending us messages. And then Troy, like, look, I said, this phone stuff way, is way advanced for me. So you see, I'm still tripping off of this. So he like, look, I sent this person a message in 2016. I sent this person a message in 2017. Look, they hitting us back right now. You know what I'm saying? I said, that's how it goes, Tim. It's timing with everything. So with that being said, the people come together as a collective. And when people do that, change happens. I'm living proof of it. Guess what? We right here with you right now.
Yeah,
conversations.
Listen here.
Yeah, you in real time, dog. Yeah.
Listen here, because I'm a realist. 5 days ago, I had 10 years left. 5 years ago, the only way I was gonna be able to go home was in the casket. She had changed.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm standing right here and can tell you that. Do the math. 5 years ago, in 2015, I had 2 life sentences. 5 days ago, my out day was November 23rd, 2030. And I had done 16 already. You know what I'm saying? So, and now, right now, we smiling, we laughing. I'm with my boy right now. He dressed me. We're gonna send you a picture. He got me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Lottie DeCarlo says, welcome home, Duke Tanner. Can you share some of your prison experiences? If
Mind your business. Don't be in nobody else's business. You know what I'm saying?
Did you get a chance to box in prison?
I had some problems in prison about boxing because of my record. But it's like a couple people that I really never threw no punches, because of the situation. It's a 200 series shot, which can make you lose good days and stuff like that. So I actually had an altercation in like what was that, 2016. I was a guy said, look, man, I'm finna go home and I want to teach my son how to box. And you the best. I know you, champ. Man, this dude, a good dude. He's actually a rapper from Chicago. His name's Bump J. I actually, me and my son talked to him the other night for like 2 hours. We laughing about this. My son was mad at him and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I got locked up behind it. But make a long story short, taught him how to box. He running off combinations, right? Somebody had a cell phone. They recorded it. He gets out, and all of a sudden it hit YouTube.
It went viral.
So it goes viral. So the people in Indiana said, whoa, that's that Duke guy right there. Go get him. So they come and get me and lock me up for it and send me to where I was at right now. I didn't actually get caught with a phone, but I was on tape and I taught the guy how to fight. Right before I left prison, it's a little kid from DC. This kid right here, man, I wish he was outside. Good, humble kid. I watched him for like about 6 months. And he never changed. He wanted to be better. He wanted to better himself. He done learned like 2 different languages. He's only 25 years old. And I started to teach him. And that kid hugged me so hard when I left that prison, man. He's a kid that when I get myself together for the rest of his stay, I don't think he's gonna have to call home and ask nobody for anything. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure I take care of him because that kid loved boxing and he loved me more. I mean, the police, they could nobody touch me because I was off the count already. I guess the president had gave me clemency at like 1 or 2 o'clock, but they didn't come and get me to 4:30. So when they came to get me, if anything would have happened to me, the BOP would have been in. They would have had a problem. So they had to secure me to get my property and get everything to leave. And that kid wasn't going. He said, "Man, I gotta hug him. This guy taught me too much, and this guy animal. He never used to get tired. I'm sore right now. I'm mad because we did legs, and they used to be young and they going so fast, and I'm trying to go with them, and I'm sure as ever right now from messing with them because the legs hit you 2 days later. My legs killing me right now. I'm messing with this little guy, but in prison, a prison situation is seriously. You're gonna meet some brothers in there that's gonna be your brother better than some of your brothers on the outside. It's some good men in there because they broke the law, they rehabilitated, and they just sitting ducks being housed in the warehouse. And if don't nobody help them get out, they just sitting there. So you get some good friends there.
Take us through the play-by-play of you being released. I'm opening up the phone lines too, so feel free to call in. You want to take some phone calls, by the way?
I mean, I'm whatever.
Okay, good. Okay, great. Take us, slow down and tell us the play-by-play because you have no idea what's going on. You haven't heard from Troy yet either, right?
No, I didn't hear from nobody because, every day at 4 o'clock, BOP wide, it's a 4 o'clock stand-up count through every prison in the United States every day. So it usually goes for
in the United States of America.
Yeah, every prison in the BOP, the Bureau of Prison, there's a 4 p.m. stand-up count. That's how they do their count, and that count got to be correct every day. So it's 4:30. I mean, it's like around like 4:30. They did this count. The count get clear is about 4:30. So I'm just sitting in my queue, listening to the radio. I'm waiting for count to clear to go check the email. So my unit team and a couple officers come. So they like, Tanner, you need to go with us. I know I ain't done.
With the camera over.
Yeah, I know I haven't done anything, to be worried about getting in trouble. I walk, but I asked him, hey, what's going on? I did anything, y'all locking me up? The officer said, no, we ain't locking you up, we kicking you out. I said, kicking me out? He said, man, the president just gave you clemency. I just started sweating, right? I'm sweating. Listen, man, my nose sweating. I just told my son today, this dude just like me. He in the car, his nose sweating so hard, my nose sweating. But I'm like literally sweating. I get to praying. I'm like, oh my God, thank you, God. So they looking at me, man. I don't care. I'm finna praise him right now. So the man tell me, I can't sign the paper. You know what I'm saying? So he like, you gotta sign this paper, and we gotta get you off the compound immediately. So I'm like, so I finally get together to sign the paper, and they let me make a call, and I called my son mom, first, but she knew. So I'm like, how they know? How she know? You know what I mean? So I'm like, do my son know? She was like, yeah, he know already. So I'm like, oh man, now I can't breathe. So they, I go back, get my stuff out. They take me to a hotel. Man, that was the scariest experience of my life. So I'm sitting in this hotel. I can't sleep. I go take a shower. I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? I go take another shower. I'm like, man, I'm free. So a friend of mine, my god sister, I talked to my son and them now. So I'm like, I'm not going to eat anything until I get to eat with him. So a friend of mine, she done sent me like almost $200 worth of food. She was in New York at the time, and she sent me, in Philly or whatnot at the time. She sent me shrimp, steak, chicken wings, this and other. So the dude at the door, so I'm like, man, I'm not opening this door. I got the chain on the door, the bolt lock, the other door. I got the chair behind the door because I'm like, I can't go out like this. You know what I mean? So he knocking on the door. I said, man, I didn't order anything. He was just like, this is for you. But I'm seeing this big bag. I said, I'm in here by myself, sir. I don't want any problems. I didn't order anything. So he say. So then he tell me the name, like, so and so ordered it. So I open the door, look at everything, man. I was scared to death.
He didn't know my DoorDash. He didn't know about that. He
So,
they had DoorDash.
So the next thing was like my godmom and my god sister and them drove down or whatnot because this lady really really loved me, and they drove all the way down from Gary, Indiana, to pick me up, and they had my son, Troy, Eddie, the state senator, because he wanted to be there to drive me home. My female friend Rita, and a journalist named Christy or whatnot came as well. And I got to see my boy outside these walls, man, and couldn't no police tell me you got to stop hugging him from the beginning of the visit, or you hugging him too long. And we got to embrace, and I've been trying to cry for 16 years, champ. They won't come out, and I ain't been I wanted to cry. I'm in the shower. I used to be in the shower trying to cry, all type of shit. I just wouldn't cry. And when I hugged him this time, it was like, man. And then he just, he a man, and he's squeezing me back hard. I feel his passion. He feel mine. And after that, it's time to go to work now. I'm ready to go now. And I got with Troy. I said, it's one more thing I want to do, because this is, I know what my mother and my father would have wanted me to do, and they not here, you know what I mean? So, but I know they watching down on me. So I said, Troy, I need you to, you gotta let me thank the president, and we're gonna put it on this live stuff or whatever they do with them phones. And I need to show my appreciation to the people that was with me and they played hand. And I did that. And the next thing you know, it was Ivanka, right?
Yeah.
She saw it and she felt my passion. And man, for me to just see that jive on Fox News, come on, man, I can't lose in nothing right now. You know what I mean? Anything, whatever somebody want to do right now, let's do it. I know I'm gonna win. Because once again, President Trump gave me a second chance. So with this second chance, it's a takeover.
And you know what? I want to chime in on that. He gave you, his point of view. Now, my point of view, I was the first point of contact. Alice Marie Johnson. I know you heard of her. That's the lady that Kim Kardashian, get free. And man, Alice is just a great, beautiful person. And she called me, was like, they processing everything. She said, get on the first thing smoking out there. Now I'm coming from the West Coast and I got to get to the East Coast. And
when did she tell you that it's going to be processed?
The day of, she was saying they processing. She said, get on. She said, look up flights and, get things going. Then about 20 minutes later, she called me screaming. He signed it. The president just signed it. I mean, she's screaming. Just tears, just excitement. And I'm just like, I'm processing it. And that's thing,
scoot the camera over.
And so then I call CJ. And, it was one of the best feelings of my life, to be able to relay that news. And so, like, how did it feel, like, when I talked to him and, like, tell him what you was doing? Yeah, you ain't gonna believe this. This number guy.
Now, this real right here. we don't this me right here. Watch this.
Look, I'm typing up this paper, so we had to choose a topic that was a problem in the world. So I choose prison reform because I really don't be caring about no big other problems except for problems that affect me, and prison reform affect me. So I was like, prison reform. So we've been doing it every single week, step by step. And this week we had to use the 7 articles that we got full of information and then write a paragraph full of all of them. Then we had to write 8th paragraph saying how they all connect and saying why you wrote about it and how you connect to it. And in the middle while I'm finishing it, it's last minute, it's due right before class. I'm trying to hurry up before I got to lift because I got to lift at 4. So it was like 340. So I'm typing. This relates to me because my father is in jail, and I understand how prison affects like other people, like that's outside of jail, like people, kids, and like people, families. Like I know how it affects everybody. And then I couldn't even finish typing the sentence, and then Troy called me. So like when he called me, he was like, "Bro, your dad getting out of jail." And like he he called me before and was like, "Yo, dad got out of jail." I'd be like, "Yeah, I know." Like I'm yeah. Like everybody be like, "Call, keep your hopes up." I'd be like, "All right, my hopes is up." Like, "All right, I got you." All right. Like I know my hopes got to be up. So then he told me, he was like, "Nah, he getting out like right now." And I was like, "Sort of God." And then he was like, "Sort of God." And I was like, "Nah." I was like, I got serious though. Like I'm like dead serious now. I'm like, "Nigga, sort of God." Like I was for real. Like this is exactly what I say.
Don't play, nigga. Don't play.
I'm even trying to be funny or not. I asked my roommate Isaiah. My roommate get up like, "Bro, what is you talking about? Who is you talking to?" I'm like, "Bro, you ain't gonna believe it, bro. I swear to God, bro, it's crazy, bro." He like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm not even telling him." I'm like, he like, "What, bro? Tell me." I'm like, "Bro, my daddy just got out of jail. My daddy just got out of jail. My daddy just got out of jail." I'm like, "My daddy just got out of jail." I just kept saying it. And then I had to go look. So then, yeah.
Then I guess he called his mom, and she called me like, "You better not be playing." she called like, "You better not be playing, man." Fred, it was one of the greatest moments of my life. Was
Wow.
being able to share that with, this is something, man. We worked so hard, man. This man, I seen this man get double life. He was supposed to die in prison. You know what I mean? To go from supposed to die to prison, to be able to give the call to his son, one of the greatest accomplishments of my life. You know what I mean? I can't even describe it. I'm still processing it. So I just wanted to walk you through every angle of it.
Yeah. And
how.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, we were so excited. I couldn't even. I couldn't post it to the world yet.
Yeah.
Because I had to keep it on the wraps. I'm the first point of contact. So I had only about 2 hours before it hit the press. So I'm trying. I called the state senator Eddie Melton, and he like, wow, you know what I mean? There's everybody just start calling everyone, and I called my mama, and she just started going into like a praise break. Just
you already know that.
Everybody knew, man, what this was about. And it's just I get to the point that I just booked the first flight. I didn't even get a chance to pack. I just grabbed a book bag. I said, "Man, I'll get something later." I just was not gonna miss this flight. And like I said, one of the greatest days of my life, just to be able to help this man
and now look
with his son.
Excuse me, and look, we talking to you right now.
You know what I'm saying? So in real time right now, man.
Hey, listen, I'm a realist. We talking to you right now.
How you feel right now is how I want to live the rest of my life.
But listen, man, it's real, man. I'm at my family house, man. I got to really see some good people that supported me so long, man. They downstairs listening, and man, it's a great gift. And President Trump, that man, he gave me a second chance.
Facts.
And with this second chance, I'm gonna make him proud. I'm gonna make that boy behind me proud. I'm gonna make myself proud. And right now, champ, I think something just hit me right now, listening to all of this, to where I'm free. At one point, I thought I was gonna die here, but I didn't want to believe it, and I fought it. And nobody know how that feels. And for people that don't know me, I never talked to Alice Johnson. I never saw Amy. I never saw Weldon. And the people fought for me. You don't know how that feels. They fought for me like how I fight for me. You know what I mean? That's a feeling nobody can understand. Nobody knew what I went through, Like I said, nobody, And to be here today, man, my um Earl Spence texted a tweet. Shorty from Cincinnati. Brona, man. Listen, man. The boxing world, people all over the world supporting me and doing things now because I got a second chance. How many people ain't got it? Why they didn't get it? Why did it take so long? You know what I mean? Forget everything else. But we don't get forgiven? Why? I was forgave, homie. That's powerful. And watch. That's why things going on. Why they going on right now? That's why I'm talking to you right now. That's why that lady on Fox said today, everybody should be able to have a second chance. Why not? If one person get one, why everybody can't get one? You know? So that's why I said I want to fight again. Give me a second chance to fight again. I know too much to get hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was ready to die in that prison. You think I won't die in that ring? That's how I go. This life. You know what I mean? And I thank you for your work, champ. You know what I mean? And this coming from the heart, and it's true words. You know what I mean?
Got a special guest that want to say something to you, man.
All right.
What's happening? Welcome home, champ.
Yeah. Trainers in the game.
Hey, welcome home, champ, to a real one, man. Got to stay down. You dig? Yeah. You know, and listen, it's almost like it's heaven sent, because when you start talking about second chances, I mean, we about that life. You know, we understand what commitment and staying down and being a real one. You know, so you got it's a red carpet out here in Las Vegas for you. You know what I mean? And just, treat it like that, man. You know, you can reach out anytime you come out here if you want to train. You know what I mean? Or you just want to just get your feet wet, understand the business, reach out, to us. You can get my number from Fred. And I see you got a lot of good people with you, so I ain't going to ask you, do you need something? But if you do need something, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, just call me after we beat the shit out of Gamboa, because we're going to go get this money on November the 7th in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Hey, man, I wish you the best too, champ.
Hey, listen, man. It's always good to see a real one come from those kind of conditions, brother. And I just want to take our time. I was on my way to have dinner, and I always listen to Fred in the barbershop. But every now and then he has some real ones come through here, so I gotta stick around. And tonight he lit me up when he brought you up in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a tune more into your story. You got some real ones on this side that's pulling for you, champ. And anytime you in Vegas, reach out to us. You hear me?
Yes, sir, man. And believe me, you're gonna be hearing from me, okay?
Man. All right, I'm gonna hold you to that promise, man. And listen,
that's my word.
Shout out to all them good brothers and sisters, them kings and queens that stayed down with you, man. It's good to see people after all this time still be with you, brother. So make them proud, like you were saying. You know what I'm saying? Make them proud, make yourself proud, them proud, and then Mr. Trump second. Because he did what he was supposed to do by letting a good brother like you out. You know what I'm saying? I can already tell your energy. You know what I mean? You need to be out here in the free world. You dig?
Thank you.
So welcome home, my brother.
Man, thank you, Bill. That's an honor, man. Thank you so much, man. I never would have expected this, man.
I'm gonna see you soon.
Hey, man, come on, man. Hey, listen, I'm holding you to that, man. I'm holding you to it, so I'll see you soon. And Fred.
Hey, man. Hey, good luck on the 7th. Good luck, okay?
We appreciate it, brother. We appreciate it. Fred, I'll get on you later. You got some real ones in the shop tonight, so I'm going to hold off on you. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, blessings on top of blessings. Peace. All right, peace, brother.
All right, peace out.
Eric Jenkins says, Duke, blessings, bro. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing to have you in here. D-Lo, I'm getting emotional and shit, man. So if a teardrop, don't mind, man. All right.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Man,
Go ahead.
you and almost made me cry, man. Then what's crazy is, man, you know,
I got you
my
next
son,
time.
my
Go ahead.
son mother, man, she always talking about, did you cry? Did you cry? You know, man, I don't cry, man, but man, listen, man, you know that it's real, bro. You know, and you know, emotions is emotions, and
Mhm,
I couldn't cry,
mhm,
but I can now. That's a part of my second chance, and it feel good. And that
mhm,
brother has just come talk, man. You know, he said some good things, you know, and it just, you know, it gave me a lot of more energy. And like he said, man, I got a lot of kings and queens that
mhm,
stood beside me, you know, and
mhm,
you know, good men. And what's crazy, you know, some good men great men that I saw today. You know what I mean? Good brothers, man, and you know, it just put everything together. What he said to show that it's true, you know.
mhm. Terrence Bailey wanted to come up and say something to you. Go ahead, Terrence.
Hey, what's up, Fred?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, brother?
How you doing, champ?
I'm doing good, man. And look, first of all, I want to say that salute to your young king
Yes,
for standing by you, and
yes,
salute to his mother for
yes,
not
Mhm,
leaving your side and keeping you in contact with your son.
yes.
The other thing I want to say is, well, it's actually a question, is what contact as far as news goes that you had with the outside while you were uh, incarcerated?
I didn't really. He kind of broke up a little bit. He's saying,
What was the
what?
say the last part of it again? I'm sorry about that.
What news, you know what I'm saying, national news, were you privy to while you were incarcerated?
I was, you know, we see Fox, we see CNN, and you know, you get different radio stations depending on where you at, where you been housed at in the institution or whatnot. But the basic is um, Fox and CNN.
Did you see it come across the screen? Were you able to
No,
see anything?
no, we didn't get to see it at the time. When they said that the people got the clemencies. No, I didn't get to see it at the time. Based
Well,
on COVID, you know, on COVID right now, all institutions are on different lockdowns, so they got different schedules that they letting certain people out and this, that, and the other. So you know, like you don't get to watch TV every day now, and it's been going on since March. So you know, I'm praying for all those brothers because listen, we was going through it, and where I was at when COVID hit, the only thing can stop it is prayer. You know what I'm saying? So you
wow.
know, that's how it was.
okay, so you weren't privy to like the George Floyd stuff, the Breonna Taylor stuff, or
Yeah,
any.
we saw it at different times when we was able to see the news and when it was coming on like either CNN or either Fox.
How did the people within your facility respond to George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and you know and all that and the tiki torch thing and all that stuff? You know, what happened in the facility during those times?
You know, um in prison now, I mean it's kind of just like the world. You got some people that's, you know, that's not I can't say so well educated, but they don't even really know what be going on, and they just, you know, say things that sometimes don't make any sense, and sometimes that do make sense. So, like, I really didn't I didn't deal with a lot of people, you know, to you know because everybody have an opinion, and so it wasn't really like no big huge reactions, if that's what you're meaning, like to where like we could have been on lockdown or anything. You know, different people will voice their opinion here and there, and sometimes it'll get heated, and sometimes it won't. You know what I mean? So it wasn't nothing really bad, you know, with that. Like if it really wasn't no reactions in there.
Right. Well, that's what I want to ask you, man. Like, You're our modern day Hurricane Carter, man. So, but on a better ending. So I hope you get back in the ring and fulfill your dream, man. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? We love you. And on that, Fred, I'm out.
I appreciate you.
Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, Fred, I'm proud of you, my brother. Salute Duke. Stay strong to the end, champ. And when you step in the ring, we're gonna support you, man. We're gonna do something for you financially. You know what I mean? When you get ready to go. And shout out to Terrence Crawford, man. I'm hard on Terrence Crawford, but Troy told me he reached out to you, man. His team, Bomac, and them reached out. I'm gonna call Bomac tomorrow. Hopefully you pick up my call. And
Hey,
he
listen,
actually
man.
reached out to you and invited you down to Omaha.
Roy used to be my man, the baddest man. Floyd, one of the baddest man, put on gloves.
Mhm.
That Terrence Crawford, I
Mhm.
never ever seen nobody fight right hand, left hand like that dude do. And his hard, man, that dude is amazing. I can't wait to shake his hand. But I heard he played chess, right?
Mhm.
But you know, I play chess too. So you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like I got a
Terrence
second
played
chance. So,
everything.
you know, maybe,
Mhm.
maybe, maybe, maybe I can play a little chess with him. You know what I mean? And he can have white first. He can have white first. You know what I mean? He the champ right now.
I'm a yeah, Terrence plays everything. Terrence is a very competitive person.
He's a great
Ping
fighter.
pong.
Though.
Yeah,
That
he's a
that
great
that
fighter.
that kid is a great fighter. You know,
Mm.
he's a great fighter. You know, and once
Mhm.
again, thanks to Spence and Broner. You know, I actually watched Broner. I grew up with Ricardo Williams and
Okay.
Rob A. Springs. You know, Ricardo Williams is one of my best friends. We grew
Ricardo's
up
one of the
together.
best fighters out of that region.
Yeah, listen, man. People don't understand. People don't understand about Ricardo. Is probably, man. Listen, that guy was like that. We actually talked for an hour today. We got on FaceTime and we talked for an hour today. So I want to talk to
With
him. You
who?
know, I talked with Ricardo this morning
Oh,
for
did
like
you?
a whole
Did
hour. Yeah, yeah,
you? He went to jail for similar stuff, right?
yeah. He went actually like he went right before I did.
Yeah. Okay.
So you know, but he's a great kid. But with Broner, man, listen, brothers, thank you guys for retweet. What is it? Tweet?
Yeah, they share,
Man,
retweet, and
you know,
share the story and
man,
stuff like that.
whatever they did, and when they do that thing, and you know, they redid it, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's big, and especially with Spence right now. I know he got a fight coming up, so you know, for him to read that, you know, man, much love, and you know, I respect you and Danny, man. It's a great fight. I can't wait to see it.
Mm. Talk about. Did you get a chance to speak to Donald Trump? Did you get a chance to talk to him personally yet?
No, I haven't got a chance to speak to him yet, and my main goal was that was my goal. I don't know if you saw that video
Mhm.
that I had made, but if not, I'll make sure Troy make sure you get it. So
I watched it.
yeah, so I wanted to you know let him know, you know, the gratitude that I felt with him, you know, and it's personal because what he done for me was personal. You know what I mean? And you know, he gave me that chance, and I thank him. I thank him. You know, I thank him. I was praying this morning, and you know, I thanked him, and I'm gonna continue to thank him. And
As you
I want
should.
to shake his hand. I want to hug him. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? All of that. So you know, so if President Trump, if you do hear this, you know, I'm so thankful for Miss Alice Marie Johnson for talking to you and anybody else. But I'm so more thankful for you picking that pen up and you marking on that paper to release me. And I want to shake your hand. I want to hug you. You know, I want my son to meet you. You know, we want a group hug you. You know what I mean? So um, that's you know. So if you're hearing that, that's what I would like to happen. But you know, he's campaigning. You know, he got a big fight coming up this week, and so you know I don't know if I would be able to see him before then or after then, but you know, maybe one day. But I'm honored for what he done so far already.
Mm. Now, are all your rights restored? Do you have parole?
I have what you call supervised release,
Okay.
and I have to meet with my probation officer on
Probation.
Monday to
Mhm.
find out the rules and regulations of what's going on everything. But you know, I never smoked or nothing in my life. You know, I don't do any drugs, so you know, I don't have problems. I mean, I know I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? I will follow all the rules or whatever that I have to do anyway.
I've only seen it in movies, but what's it like saying goodbye? I know you spoke of the young man, but what's those conversations like and hugs like when they say that you're leaving and you got to tell all your friends that you not fell in love, but the people you fell in love with in prison and had relationships with. Take us through that.
It's the same thing with what the brother said about the kings and queens that supported me. You get so many brothers that leave prison and, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But the brothers that I talked to, the brothers that I told that I got you, they know what that meant when I said I got you. The brothers that don't have a voice, some of them brothers that should have been on that list with me, and I said I got you, they know what that means. I'm gonna use my blessing to try to help bless them. So with that being said, I ain't been asleep in 2 days for real. You know what I mean? And I'm ready to work, and I'm ready to go to fight for these people and any type of way I can. Some people it's going to be a financial situation. Some people it's going to be a letter. Some people it's going to be a picture. Some people it's going to be I'm gonna do their clemency petition. Some people I'm gonna try to help another lawyer take their case. Either some type of way, some situation is going to be because guess what? I went and got his little guy because I didn't want these guys that's out here supposed to be leaders leading him, and I'm gonna give him the rules of the game and life that's right, and tell him right from wrong and help him and let him know that his daddy love him and that he should be doing this and that and the other and give him a real gift. So it's gonna be situations different with each individual. So however it see fit, that's how I'm gonna demonstrate on it. And I started already. You know what I mean? I just told a good friend of mine once I see the probation office, first thing I want to do is go see his mother. And you know what? A man did that for me, so I can only do it back right.
Wow, we got someone that want to say something to you. I got to call him right now.
All right.
Yeah, we'll get this stuff. No, you ain't there. No, you ain't.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Coach?
Fred, they got me beamed in, man.
No, you ain't beamed in. You're not beamed in.
I ain't beamed.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, you live, man. We live, and he's here.
Hey, what's going on, Duke? Welcome home, bro.
Thank you, brother.
It's Coach Kev Cunningham from St. Louis.
How you doing, champ?
Man, it's been a long time since I seen you, man. I'm so happy to hear that you came on. Guess what? I found out you was coming home on this show the other night. They said you was coming home. I was super excited to hear that, man.
Hey, man, thanks a lot, man. I know this guy from when I was a little kid, man, fighting in the amateurs, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That guy, he should be having all them guys hitting the pads all good, man. I should be the only one from Indiana that could beat somebody from St. Louis.
Yeah,
what's
man.
up, Jim? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I moved down to Florida, man. Put a camp down here. AB down here with me, and I got a few other guys, and it's just man, I'm so happy to see you, man. Be able to get out that situation, man. They don't know Duke. Hey, Duke. Let me tell you something about Duke, Fred.
Yes.
Duke used to have mink outfits, man, when he used to fight. Duke used to have mink trunks, mink robes. Oh man, Duke, them was good old days, man.
Yeah, man. Hey man, AB retweeted the thing with me and my son, man. So by him being in camp, man, make sure you tell him that I said, man, I really appreciate that, and I'm really thankful for that. You know what I mean?
That was my favorite boxer too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the son's favorite fighter. Okay.
Hey, to be honest, man, and I got it, Fred. I'm gonna send it to you. I got it in my photo album, and he didn't. I don't even think he knew AB was at a fight at the I got a picture at the Patience game, and he took a picture with my son. You know what I mean? And my son, well, you was probably like about 8 years old. I got the picture for sure. Yeah, I got the picture. I got the picture in my photo album. So you tell him, make sure coach, you tell him that I said thank you and I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but it's like I said, man. It's good to see you, man. And old Strick passed away, so I know you know that. I know you.
Yeah, I saw that on I saw that when they did the ring thing. I actually never had a fight without him as my cut man. He was my cut man for every professional fight that I had, and you know what I mean. I felt some type of way about that. Sent some prayers up. I didn't know who to contact, anybody or whatnot, but I knew he had passed away or whatnot though, so I was aware of that.
Yeah. He was crazy about you, man. You and Guthrie and all them guys. He was crazy about y'all, man.
Man, he used to tell me like, "Hey, look, I don't want to do no work, Duke. So don't go in that plan. Go and get it over with. Don't try to go no extra round, because I don't want to get you headbutted or nothing. Go and get it over with." And coach, wait till you see what I come out on my first fight on the uniform. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just let my son dress me, because he done dressed me. He dressed me all day today, so I don't know if they're gonna be too tight, but I'm gonna just let him dress me. You know what I'm saying? You send him the picture how he got me dressed right now, so Fred can see.
I remember them uniforms, man. Hey, but yeah, Duke, the last time I saw you, Duke, you was in St. Louis. You remember you was in St. Louis with Ricardo Williams? Y'all was at I used to do the Black Expo in St. Louis. You came to St. Louis with Ricardo Williams. Yeah, that was the last time I saw you, man.
I was just telling Fred that I talked to Rick this morning. Me and Rick talked for an hour, man. That's my friend. And we talked it up for like an hour this morning. And I remember that we came down to a Black Expo, and we watched some kids fight or whatnot. And we had a kid. We had a kid from Indiana that was fighting, and one of the guys from Cincinnati that was fighting down there heavyweight at the time. My memory sharp, man. I kind of remember all of it. I remember a lot of that stuff. I didn't used to get hit that much. A guy like me with a style like this, I couldn't get that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the last time we chopped it up, man. And but yeah, man, I'm so happy to see you at home with your family, man. And just want to tell you, man, any and everything's possible. I ain't got to tell you that, because you sitting here talking to us right now, so any and everything's possible. So whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying. If you ever need me, give me a holler, man.
I appreciate it, Coach, and thanks a lot. Okay, thanks for calling in, man. Long time. Okay.
Okay.
Appreciate you, Coach.
God bless.
Man, Fred pulling out sauce, brother. Man, damn, this is wow.
Nah, they hit me up. I'm like, man, shit. They like, he coming home, man. We got to say something to him. So, man, it's so did you have a conversation with Alice Johnson?
Yeah, I told you I never talked to her before.
You haven't? Tell us
the second day. I called. She had left a number, and we called her. And when she answered the phone, the first thing she said, "I love you." I said, "I love you too." You know what I'm saying? So she said, "No, I love you." I said, "I love you." So she got to telling me when what's the name of that plane?
Air Force One.
She said I was on the Air
Force One.
The Air Force One.
On the president's plane.
And she said, "I cried to the president about you." She said, "I read every boxing article, every court document on you," because she said so many people have been kept saying like, it's this guy Charles Duke Tanner, and they was throwing my name and this, that, and other. So she said, she prayed about it, because she said, "Duke," she said, "it's thousands of people that need to be sent home to their family, but I'm gonna go with who God said need to go home, and so I'm gonna pray and about who I'm gonna fight for." And she said she'll have 5 or 10 people. And God keeps saying, "Hey, Alice, don't forget about Duke. Don't forget about Duke." So she said, she had to start like, because he kept telling her not to forget about me. She had to get a few other people off, but she's doing it. And then she said that she got on that plane and she said she cried and she said that I need to be home. I never talked to her, bro. I'm telling you, as a man, until that day. And then she said, I know what happened to your mother and your father and this, that, and the other. And she said, all of my kids are older than you, so that makes you my baby boy. So you're adopted. And every day, every morning since I've been out of jail, she was the first person that I called. You know what I mean? She got to talk to my son, and he told her about his college paper he was writing and everything. And we talked every day, and she's a great woman, and she's doing what she sees fit and what's best. And she didn't have to do nothing when she got let go. She was free. She didn't have to do nothing. Just like I don't have to be right here talking right now. I can be with my son, sleep or doing whatever. But like I know, this real. And that lady, I love that lady because it just shows, she got a second chance and she making the best of it.
Mm. Now you're even more inspired to go back into that prison and do your best to get other people out.
Yeah, I can guarantee. Like I said, it's a couple people with a couple things. It's this crime. I mean, it's this charge called the cross-reference murder, and I know I'm gonna have a hard problem with this charge because violence is always a hard charge. You know what I mean? To where people don't want to help with. But I want to take the hard charges to where this crime right here, man, means like basically you can get charged for this, and then at the end when they sentence you, they can say, well, we think you killed him too, so we're gonna give you a life sentence. Or just like me, I got all my papers say I got found guilty of 5 kilograms or more. I got arrested for 15 kilograms or more. You know how many kilograms I got sentenced for? 150 kilos. You know how many kilos they had to bring to court? Not one.
Are you
But based off of the hearsay, I mean, all this in trial evidence, and it's over with. I shredded every piece of paperwork I ever had because I don't need it no more. You know what I mean? But it's all free to the public. You know what I mean? But that's how this broken system is set up. It's called hearsay or ghost dope or whatever you want to call it. But now you're doing this with murders, and I know some good men are stuck. Basically, they done their time for the drug conspiracy, but because of the murder, it's automatically life sentence, and they can't get away from it. Now, if somebody hurt somebody to where they took their life, then they got to be responsible for it. But if they didn't do it, and we got to fight for those people and try to help those men and women get out of prison because it's just not fair. And that's it's I got like 2 people that I really want to help, and I'm going all out for them. You know what I mean? I talked to one of them this morning, or I talked to one of them this morning too, and I'm gonna be talking to another one later. And that's something I want to push with, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try my best to do it, fight for them.
And I don't want to make this like a political type conversation, but was your sentence correlated to the crime bill? Out of curiosity, the 1994 crime bill.
Any first time violent offender that get a life sentence should raise a red flag. Any person that get a life sentence and it's not for murder or no one got hurt should raise a red flag. I'm not a politician. I'm not gonna sit here and play like I know all of the laws, but I believe that bill played a part in all life sentences in situations like mine. It was a more word on word, the war on drugs, hard on crime. That now everybody say it wasn't correct. It wasn't fixed. And guess what? You got men and women still sitting with the sentence. I was sitting with the sentence. But guess what? President Trump said no. He read my paperwork. His administration read my paperwork. And he said, It's not a war on drugs. It's not a harsh crime, real bait, this, that, and the other, or whatever it was. And I'm home today. So to answer your question, I believe that for me to get a life sentence for nonviolent crime, it was based off of that bill or whatnot. I can't say that the bill was made to give me per se a life sentence, but I believe it's people that's still doing time off that bill that need a second chance.
Yeah, that's been the topic of conversation, you know what I mean, as it pertains to this election. Have you heard the Maya Moore story, by the way?
Yes. Isn't
that a beautiful story? I know that inspired you when you on your journey. She took off 2 years of her life. Similar to what Troy did, and everyone else that was a part.
Yeah.
She's solid. I respect her. She's solid.
Yeah. But she saw something, and in his situation, it was different from mine because he was actually innocent, which is, it happens in prison cases to where you got people that are innocent, and she took her time and she fought, and guess what? She won, and then she won again because she was able to marry that man. Actually, the one lady, I was in process of writing her to see if I could had helped her with this. I think she played for Atlanta or whatnot, and I haven't seen her. I used to be seeing her on TV a lot. She took off, but she didn't go in the bubble or whatnot. I can't her name on the tip of my tongue, but
I can't get it. I can't recall.
Yeah. Montgomery, I think is her last name, Montgomery, if I'm not mistaken. But she got to fight for her. She got to fight in her. I feel it, and especially now that I'm out, I actually still got the letter. I was starting to write her when I was locked up, and I was gonna write her or whatnot. But I think I'm gonna finish the letter and reach out to her and give her a couple of ideas, or maybe seek some advice from her as well.
Okay, and so
yeah, Renee Montgomery, that's her name. Yeah.
The phone lines are open, man. Feel free to call in and ask your question, because y'all the questions are going crazy in the chats. We got someone else that want to ask you a couple questions. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up with it, champ? What's good? Welcome back home, champ.
Thank you, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. Your story, man, definitely inspired me, man. I watched the video, when you got back and you met your son at the airport, bro. That touched my heart right there, man. Shout outs to your son. You feel me, man? I know he's happy he got his daddy back, man. Much love to you, bro. But that shit was deep, when you hugged him and you told him like, man, I'm back now. You feel me? Like, that shit was deep, man. It was strong. It was powerful. You feel me? And I think the whole world should get to see that right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was real, champ. It was real, man.
I felt it. I had to run it back. I watched it like 4 times. Like, damn, that shit's powerful, man.
Man, we got rebooted, man. Because he got a job to do. Like I told him, he's you stepping into manhood now. I missed those other years, but now you're going to college. So, I got some things to give to you before you go there. Now, or rather, he started already. So, but he got a job to do. What I mean? I can't hold his hand. I can guide him. You know what I mean? And that's my job. So, but now I'm here, because it's certain questions now. He don't have to be like, he got to wait 2 hours to cord links hit. He got to wonder if we on lockdown. Now he could pick up the phone and say, hey, daddy, I just got a phone right now. You know what I'm saying? He just programmed my phone right now, which I don't know how to use it, but I don't know. I'll just wait till he called me and
show him the screensaver that my mama put on the phone.
You know what I'm saying? So I just got a phone right now. So
you look like an R&B singer.
Yeah, man. So so the thing about that is now he can call me, and every kid should be able to talk to their dad like that, man. That's real.
Absolutely. So who were some of the fighters that you watched growing up in it when you was getting started in boxing? Who were some of your favorite fighters to watch?
At the time, Roy Jones could do no wrong. That dude was like that to me. I like the Sugar Ray Leonard. Floyd is awesome, and actually, I'm asking to I need to Floyd. I don't know. I need to talk to you because I think it's a big thing that you can probably help my son with, because my dad didn't go to prison. I went to prison. Floyd, your father had some situations. So you in a situation like how he is. So therefore you guys can get together and answer some questions for more kids that fathers was in prison and you guys became successful. Because just like I told him, my life sentence, you're not going to use that as a crutch. I'm pretty sure Big Floyd told Floyd the same thing, and he's so super successful. And Floyd, I would like I would like for to talk to you about a few things on that. So if you're hearing this, I would like to talk to you. I'm from the Midwest too, homie. And I'm pulling the big homie Midwest card because I need to talk to you so we can get that. But those guys like that was some of my top guys. I like the Holyfield. I liked the whole '84 team, to be honest. Cornell Whitaker, Meldrick Taylor. Those was boxers. You know what I mean? That they had skills. Riddick Bowe. Mike Tyson. All those guys. But during the time, out of my pick, Roy Jones was my favorite fighter. That was my style. That was my speed. You know what I mean? That's my man.
Absolutely. So what about some of the fighters nowadays? Who do you like now?
Man, I take that Lopez, that kid.
Oh, you just saw him fought this past Saturday?
Listen, man, I watched that kid. He tricked me. And Champ, I'm gonna call him Champ. Listen, he came out and he pumping the jab. And Lomachenko thought he was gonna come out throwing bombs. And Shorty held his composure and he beat him. They didn't cheat, they didn't do nothing. He beat him. But I like him. I like that Shakur Stevenson is something special. And Shorty is gonna be a multi-world champion in many different weight divisions. Terrence Crawford is on the level that, Champ is on the level that, I can't explain. I pray that Earl is okay. I was praying for him in that accident. You know what I mean? And like I said, that brother tweeted the same video that you're talking about today. He tweeted it overnight. And I take my hat off to him because when I saw the accident, I was like, oh man, I hope this brother's okay and he didn't end his career or whatnot. I like the Charlo brothers too. They hard, you know what I mean? They got a big heart. It's that young kid too, that got all those knockouts that fought the other day. I don't know his name.
Edgar Berlanga.
Yeah. Hey, that kid hit hard. And it's a fighter named Breon Gorham. That's my nephew. He's 4-0 right now, 4 knockouts. And he's 140 pounder, and I'm finna be with him now soon. And just watch out for him. He's a 20-year-old, and he got my blood, and he the deal. And Ricardo Williams went and saw him for me, and he said, "Champ, he the truth. He got it. We got to sharpen him up a little bit. We need to send him with my daddy." That was what Ricardo Williams told me this morning. But he said he is the truth. He's 140 pounds. His name Breon Gorham. He out of Houston, Texas. You guys watch out for him.
For sure. And watch out for
Tank too. I like Tank too, man. They say Tank and it's some kid from the kid from Philly that you wanted me to see.
Oh, Boots.
Boots. They say Shorty gonna beat. He's real good as well. And the heavyweight kid, Big Baby.
Oh yeah, Jared Anderson, Big Baby, the real Big Baby, Jared Anderson.
Yeah. Listen, he like that.
Yeah, I like him too. He remind me of Riddick Bowe, a fighter you just mentioned, like a young Riddick Bowe.
He like that. Haney, y'all know Haney there, but y'all need to that 135. Come on, y'all go ahead and quit playing and y'all get it on. Yeah. So Lopez did what he had to do. So Haney and Tank, whoever y'all need to do, y'all just gonna get it up, and the best man win.
Yeah, Haney is my guy. I think Haney the best one out of all of them, and he want that smoke with Lopez. He called for that fight next. So
and as he should, ready. You know what I mean? He's there, and he got a call for the fight, and I like that he did that because he want to fight the best, and like by me being in prison, I didn't get to see a lot of fights. My son was showing me the stuff on on the phone or whatnot, so I got to catch up on it. I used to see a lot of just like the after fight things that be on ESPN a lot because we don't get all of the fights. But from me seeing those little moments, I can tell the fighters that I feel they got a set skill.
For sure. So I heard you say you want that fight with Roy Jones. You said that's a fight that you want.
What can he do? What, beat me up? What, you gonna knock me out? What, I mean, what can happen? But guess what else can happen? I could beat him up. Maybe I can knock him out. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing is I got a second chance to fight again, and I will want to fight one of the guys that I think is one of the best. I'm gonna be able to make cruiserweight easy, and Roy's a man up to challenge. He got a big heart, and we're gonna see it. I'm speaking into existence. We're gonna see it. I'm gonna get a couple fights and see where I'm at. I mean, I'm not gonna hurt myself or whatnot. If I ain't got it, then I don't have it. But I think I still got it. We're gonna go to camp soon as everything slow down a little bit. We're going to training camp, and Bo Mac gonna get me ready.
Bo Mac.
Yeah, that's my man. I'm ready to go.
Tomorrow. He gonna hang up on me, but I'm gonna call him tomorrow. I'm gonna call him.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna go in and do whatever he say. I just did what these prison officers told me to do for 16 years. They say go on your cell, Duke. Lock your door, Duke. Ain't no commissary today, Duke. Get off the phone, Duke. So Bo Mac say, hang the phone up. I'm gonna do the little jump.
Oh, you were able to have a phone and but they know the prisoners have it.
I said Bo Mac said it.
Bo Mac. Okay, got it.
They say get off. If you could be on the phone and if they say lockdown, I could have been just talking to my son and hey, I gotta go, son. Hang the phone. Because you know what I mean, they in control.
Anybody else besides Roy? If you can't get Roy in there, is it another person you would like to get in the ring with?
Michael making a comeback. You know who's Chris Bird is going down to super middleweight. Who else?
I can't make that.
Yeah.
I can make 200. But that other kid in Europe, the UK or whatever, the cruiserweight champion or whatnot. He's a big guy, but he went up to heavyweight. Yeah, but
Tony Bellows, Usyk.
Yeah, but like I said, I got to see where I'm at, and I'm pretty sure Bo Mac gonna be able to see that. And once I get in shape and start getting down to the weight, making sure I feel strong, and man, then we can do it. Roy just the fight that I want because that was my dream fight. That's what I was chasing before I got arrested. But whoever, if I feel that I'm all right, I'm willing to fight anybody at cruiserweight, whoever want to fight, and whenever they want to fight. Once I get in shape, I'm ready to go.
For sure, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. And shout outs to Coach Kevin Cunningham calling in. Shout outs to Bill Haney. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bro. You are the champion, man. You are the true champion, my brother. Appreciate it. Much love to you. And thank you, Fred, for bringing him to the barbershop. And shout out to your son, man. Shout out to your son.
They knocked down the door and invited themselves. And I was like, all right, shit, well, let's go.
Man, like, we had to get up, real quick. We this was something we were doing all these national interviews right now.
Yeah, talk about that, man, because I think that
all these national interviews, but I told Fred, I said, man, this is what we was looking forward to. Black media, new media. You know, like this is something that I promised everybody when this man came home that we just weren't gonna get the Fox News and the WGNs. No, we was gonna go to black media and support that because that's who support us. And at the end of the day is, this is the platform. We couldn't be ourselves on ABC and all these different places. We couldn't have this type of conversation. Who else was gonna let us on and let this man tell his story? Let this man's son tell his story. This is real. We can't, this is organic. This is something that you can't get everywhere. This is priceless. And Fred, brother, we thank you, man.
Thank you.
I reached out to him and he got right back to me, man. And I told him the backstory and the rest is history, man. So Fred, man, this is one of my favorite shows in the whole world, bro. And so for us to get a chance to be a part of this is like I was telling the champ, I said, man, forget this of the media. When you hear about Fred, I said, man, it's a real one. It's a solid one. This is something that's gonna change our life, and he gonna let us tell our story the way we really need to tell it. So, man, we up at midnight right now. It's midnight, well, past midnight.
And it's so
1:36 in the morning, man, and we waited all day for this, man. This something we weren't gonna miss for the world. You know, so Fred, brother, thank you, bro.
It's easy.
Like this is you award winning, man. You award winning, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
like you for real. This from me, somebody that work in that world. You know what I mean? Like, we love you. We respect you, bro. And thank you so much for this opportunity. Like, I never forget this. You know, we able to transfer this energy over to your show as well, and all the audience and all the members, bro, man. You know, like this is special.
Yeah.
So Bill, coach, you know, Bill, bro, that was Bill Haney, man. That was a blessing, bro.
Yep.
Like
he walked in your
you might not understand what that means, but that means a lot to this young man right here. Soon as he saw you come on, he like, that's Devin father. Like, that's real.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
I mean, you just made this man day, like Coach Cunningham and everybody. So I just wanted to personally say thank y'all, man, like from the bottom of my heart. And you know, for accepting the invitation, you know, letting us be able to come on and share this, you know, this platform with you, bro. Thank you.
For sure, dude.
You made the champ day, man. You made the champ day.
All right, man. Love, man. Peace and blessings, man. All right.
For sure. Peace out.
All right.
So you gonna go down to Omaha? Oh no, they train in Colorado Springs, and he has a fight November 14th against Kell Brook.
Right.
Yeah,
and we're gonna see him put that work in. I believe in that brother.
So how's the production coming forward? The books, the movies, all that stuff. You have anything you can tell us? You don't want to let the cat out the bag or anything?
No. You know, the film is Duke got next. All of this, the Clemency, it's been in the script. We manifested this. I've been in it. It's all documented. Like
I know you told me that yesterday.
You know, and it's been in there, and now it's just everybody calling, want to be a part of it. So you probably about to see us close a major production deal probably within the next 30 days, man, which is a blessing.
And what's the name too? I want to give a thanks to Damon Dash. I talked to him 2 times. Dame been
I love Damon. I've never met him or spoke to him. I love him.
No, but he you know, I feel it passion in his heart. He got with me through the state senator or whatnot, Eddie Milton. I actually talked to him this morning, and you know what he said? Let's do it. You want to do it? You want to do that? We're gonna do it. So you know, I know he ain't done his homework now because the first time, you know, he talked, but this time, you know, he said, you know, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, or whatnot. But it was, you know, it's a blessing, and then it's another thing that you know, we can speak on now because we was working on this before I got out. It's something called the POW program, which is the Police Athletic League. It's a program that I started boxing under. It's not the same no more. That was one of the biggest programs in the United States of America, and it was a way that the police helped and gave back to the communities.
Wow.
Now we see that so much going on in this world dealing with police that's in a forefront to you know, people are not as happy with the police. So I'm working with Eddie Milton right now to start a new PAL program in Gary, Indiana, and at the Boys and Girls Club, because I think that's the best place to do it, because not everyone would be a fighter, but we would have the program there. And therefore, I will ask the police to be coming down. So now the police is being a part of the community. So when you get the little kids coming and you see the police, I should have to tell my son, like, make sure you put your hands up, or make sure you don't run from the police. The police are supposed to protect us. So therefore, if they're going to these gyms and they seeing them, now one of those kids that might be at the POW program might be on the block when that police come up. So when that one kid is scared and be ready to run and do something that maybe can get him hurt, that kid that at the POW club can say, hey, no, that's Officer Johnson. He's nice. He's not going to do nothing. And this right here is going to stop some of that now and slow it down. Now, that's a part of me, what I think. And Gary, Indiana is where I'm from. So therefore, I want to start it there. And once we start it there and get it there, then we can push it to other places. And that's something that I'm going to commit myself to as well, as one of the directors of the program. And I'm talking with the chief of police once they clear me to go to Gary, as well as the senator or whatnot. And I'm putting a lot into that, because we need to be able, we got to have the police force, but we need to be able to trust them. You know what I mean? And what better way to let them give back as well as come down there. And on top of it, I'm down there. So now I'm telling them kids, you don't want to go to prison. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do. I'm telling you, you don't want to do that. And you know, we bringing other people in, or who knows? You know, we show some of these tapes and everything, and you know, we get them right. And that's going to be a big thing, a major thing with me, and it's going to help in the communities.
Yeah, that's important. Now, you've done 16 years, and prison reform is a hot button now. You're an expert on it. You know.
See, but you know, we gotta start speaking about sentencing reform. We need to keep that.
And that's why I wanted to talk sentence reform, prison reform.
Yeah, you know, prison reform. You know, prison reform is, you know, and it deals with a lot of things for the rehabilitation. It deals with a lot of the things of getting different programs in and different things like that. And yeah, it deals with sentencing as well. But sentencing reform speaks of one thing: sentence reform. When you start seeing things that give you a red flag, look at it. A life sentence for a first-time offender, no real drugs, no money, no murder. And you get a life sentence, something ain't right. Look into it.
Damn.
That's what we need to focus on. Your cousin them got 20 years. You had one participant that came over somebody's house, got put on the case. He didn't lie on his other cousin. So since you didn't do that, all y'all get 20 years. No, that's not right. It needs to be looked into. So sentence reform. Remember the medication. Give him the medication. Give him the dose that he needs. You give him too much, you're gonna kill him, disable him. You give him not enough. Guess what? He's gonna come back, and then you give him some more. But if you give him the right medicine, guess what? You cure him. I got cured quick, even though they gave me a super overdose. I was cured quick, but what I'm saying is though, come on, let's cure him. You know, prison isn't just about punishment. You know what I mean? You are supposed to learn things in a situation as well. But when
I'm
you
glad
got
humanizing prison. I'm glad you're gonna be able, like, in addition to talking about reform, about they're human beings. They're not just like cattle and animals. You don't just throw them in the cell and forget about them.
right, and that's what we got to stand on. But you know, we got to come together as a collective.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you, me, Troy, people who ain't got nobody in prison, we got to come together. You know what I mean? And when we start seeing these things going on, we need to start getting with our state and governors, our state senators or whatnot, councilmen. You know what I mean? The chief of police and work our way up to the top. So therefore, by the time we get to the top, we got a solution for it, and we seeing what's going on. You know what I mean? So, but when people just letting it ride and now when it's at an all-time high, everybody want to say something. It started way down here. So let's start tackling it from the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Bill Haney had a question. He wanted to know, how did your Democratic senator work with Trump, or how did that work out?
See, but that's where, you know, that's where God come into effect. Mm-hmm. And that's where what was this situation really about? I'm not a politician. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I can't even vote. I didn't get a pardon. I can't vote. So, but our president is a Republican. The senator that helped me from my state is a Democrat. But guess what they both said? Why do this man got 30 years? Why did this man get a double life sentence? Guess what? We can work together and get this man a second chance. We agree on that. And that was done without even being said. Mm-hmm. You got a Republican that said, let him go. You had a Democrat that picked him up. And you had me that got another chance. He got another chance. He got robbed. He got robbed for 16 years of me. You know what I'm saying? But now he got me back.
You want more kids?
No, I don't think it'd be fair to him. You know, he getting a little older. I just wait till he get married and have some, and I could keep him. Be like, all right, go home to your daddy. You know what I mean? But hey, you know, you don't know what happens in life. So you know, you don't know. But right now, I gotta focus on I got a big plate, you know what I mean, and I'm gonna do everything with it. But Eddie never said nothing about, you know, I never heard this man say anything about no Republican or what the Republican think, and the same thing on the other side. Only thing I know is President Trump said, "Let him go," and they let me go, and Eddie picked me up.
Isn't
You
it
know what I
amazing
mean?
how fast it happened? I'm just thinking
Man,
about the time. You said he signed at 1, he was out by 4, right?
yeah, they came and got me like about 4:30, and
That's insane.
I was in a room by I was in a hotel room at 7 o'clock. Yeah.
What did you see that kind of took you back when you got out? Like visually or physically, or what you saw, heard, feel, taste.
A lot of the you know, I was always into cars, you know what I mean? And I never really liked people to drive me. So for the last 3 days, people been driving me. I was on the road for 10 hours. Like, you know, that was a little different, you know, and just, you know, the technology, you know what I mean? I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like I'm watching my son work his phone. I was like, I was lost on it, you know what I mean? And definitely these tight clothes, you know, this right here. Man, listen, I gotta catch up with this one. You know, like, man, I was just arguing. I got a great friend that come and see me, a good brother, man. You know, so I got the clothes on. So, and my son, mother, and I'm like, man, this ain't right, man. Look at this. And they like, boy, this. Me, she said, boy, that's right. You got room in and this, that, and the other. So, you know, like I got to get used to that.
Mm. If y'all want to call in, feel free. The phone lines are usually hot, but I guess everybody crying on the other side of this, on the other side of this stream. The phone lines are usually burning up, man. Man, man, this I tell you this, man. When Troy hit me, my business partner always wanted to do. I'm not going to tell his story, but you know, and he wanted to do some type of prison type of reform type of thing in terms of fighting for people who are unjust. We got our first call. 317. What's up?
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Turn yourself down in the background.
All right, hold on.
Hey, what's up? I'm not crying. Hey, what's
What's happening, champ?
Nothing, man. I had to call you and welcome you home. You know I'm tuned in watching y'all right now.
Okay, man. That's what's up, man.
I love you to death. I'm happy you home.
Man, the same here, man. You know, and you know where we stand, man. You know, I'm proud of you, man. You my family. So for you to call in just makes it even better. You know, when I came over here, you know, I was telling your mom, I said, you know, where the little guy at? And she said, oh, he's at work. So, you know, so for her to call you and I saw your face and able to tell you I love you, man, I'm back, you know. So thanks for always loving me, man, even though I was away, you know.
Yeah, for sure. You know that love ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna come check you out in the next couple of days, though.
Man, yeah, I already know. So, you know, I mean, I can't wait to see you and give you a hug, man. I got to see your baby, man. She's a beautiful little thing, man.
Thanks, thanks for real. That's my dog. Love her to death.
Congratulations, too, man. You know, you couldn't did it no better, you know.
Appreciate it for sure.
Okay, man. I love you, man. I'll see you in a couple of days. All right.
All right, love you.
All right.
Now, as you look at the sport of boxing, is there anything you want to change about it or add to it?
To be honest, I think they should go back to 15 rounds.
Wow.
Technology too high. Even with that fight with Lopez now, they can go 15 rounds. Pick the rounds up.
More rounds, huh?
Yeah, more rounds, less belts.
Definitely less belts. Floyd was talking about that a couple of days ago about the belts and stuff, man. It's too much. What's your take on Deontay Wilder?
He's a great fighter. You know, I saw him. I only saw him fight one time, but I think he's a great fighter. He's a hard puncher, and he should. I mean, he right there with those guys. Those guys, they got to fight. They got to fight. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. And Lopez made it clear with that. He been calling that dude out. He fought him and he won.
469, what's up?
Hi, I just wanted to say I have been watching this interview all night. I was supposed to get up at 3:45 to go to work in the morning. I live in Dallas, Texas, but I'm from Gary, Indiana, and I've heard so much about the champ that I don't know him personally, but I'm so excited. I can't even sleep. You would have sworn he's my uncle or brother or something. I'm just,
Thank you.
I am overwhelmed with joy that if anybody got doubts about the miracle still happen, I'm telling you, I believe that I'm looking at a miracle on tonight. Just to see the love of God on his face, his smile is priceless. To see his son in the background, to see his friend or whoever the young man, Troy, is on the side. I was just thinking that if I don't have a team that surrounds me that loves the champ like the young man Troy do on the side, that believes in him and spoke life and like he said that we manifested this years ago. So I when he said that the phone lines usually would be lit up, and I just felt in my spirit to just call. And I just want to tell you, champ, I'm proud of you. I thank God that you are free. I thank God for the call that's on your life. That's going to set people free to let them know that you remind me of Joseph, like going from the pit to the palace. Like when Joseph was locked up, and then people spoke on his behalf and was like, remember the dreamer? And just how you going back with the people. You got people already, you got a vision. You ain't even been home good. I can look in your face. I'm like, this man of God is tired, but he just give it out. And I know you giving out because you know that didn't nobody do this but God. And we thank God for President Trump too. Now I thank God for using him. And that's passion and everything.
Right.
But I'm just excited. I don't want to talk y'all to life. I ain't gonna say to death. I don't want to talk y'all to life. But I'm gonna go. I think I can sleep now.
Well, listen, you just gave a testimony, and you preached, and I'm familiar with that story. And at the end of that story, you know, it's an important part of that story to where his people, they wanted to get rid of him. They sold him. They did him real bad. And when he was at the top, they were scared because now they know who he is. And he told them, what y'all thought was gonna be bad for me, God said it's gonna be good for me and it's gonna help me save a nation. And that's what he did. And that's the moral of that story. And what you're saying that's what's going on. And our God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. That's in Hebrews. That right there pushed me, and that's a powerful message to this story. You know what I mean? And that's what you was seeing, young lady. And I pray that you get you some sleep and you're gonna be energized tomorrow because he got you. He covering you just like he covered me. Now go ahead and get you some sleep, young lady. I'm sending you a big old hug. Gary, Indiana. Stand up.
My name is Nikita Williams. It used to be Williams. I'm from Gary, Indiana. Like I said, I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I'm gonna keep lifting you up in prayer. And y'all have a good night.
All right,
thank you, Queen. Have a great night.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, we're gonna get you out of here in a bit. So we have this thing in this show. We just started. I'm not about jokes. You got any funny jokes?
No, I ain't got. I don't
You
think I
got,
got no
you
joke.
got a joke, man. You got a joke, man.
No, man, I ain't got no jokes, man. I got this thing that I used to do. This was when my son grandmother, right? I always hug her, right? Listen, man, this lady, man, she loved this lady full of love. So I go hug. I be going to hug her, right? And she'd smell my cologne. She was like, "Oh, Duke, you smell so good." I said, "Yeah, that's that lady killer right there." And she loved when I say that, right? And then my son's mother used to be so mad because her mother would get to laugh and so loud, like, "Oh, he got it on." And then what I mean, I used to just take super advantage of it. And we was just talking about it the other day. I said, "So look, I gotta find a new lady killer." That's why I was telling her on the phone the other night to just make her laugh. I said, I've been gone so long. you know, I can't use the same cologne because once again, you know, this guy behind me might think my cologne out
Yeah,
of date.
car,
So
they don't do
yeah,
cool
he
water
say,
in the car no more.
don't, yeah, he say, don't nobody wear no Issey Miyake and cool water, daddy. So I said, I said, Mr. C, I gotta get a new lady killer. Oh my God, she went crazy off of that.
Oh man. 219, what's up? 219.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, what's up? You live. What's up?
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. This is my little cousin. How you doing, baby?
What's going on?
This Big
I
Nick,
know
man.
I know that voice.
It's your cousin, man.
What's going on? How you doing? I know that voice. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I miss you, man. I can't wait to see you. This is an awesome interview you just gave, man. We so proud of you, man. We just can't wait to touch you.
All right, thank you. And you know, I'm gonna be there soon. You know what I mean? We just I'm just taking the steps slowly and taking care of everything I'm supposed to do. And once I see these parole people on Monday and they let me know how I can move around, I get to I'm gonna come home and see everybody.
Okay, man. Hey, we waiting on you, man. You know that.
I
And
love
look,
you.
told me that was you on the FaceTime. I wasn't sure. I was in the middle of driving, and I ain't want to be driving and FaceTiming. But I love you, man.
Yeah, you know I ain't know how to do it. I'm sitting on there looking at the thing and they telling me to talk to
You
everybody.
learned about FaceTime,
Everybody
Fred.
doing it, but hey, that FaceTime thing, I like that. I like that. I like that one though. I like to do that one.
It's all good, man. Like
I love you, cuz. I see you. I'm gonna see you soon, okay?
okay, man. Love y'all. Hey,
All right.
What was your first meal? What was your first meal? DB, you calling in or no? What was your first meal?
Let's y'all we ate the Philly cheesesteak together. Yeah,
Jim's in Philly.
we was at Jim's. We ate that in Philly.
Okay, I know exactly where you were. You were downtown a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess your cousin's calling back. Go ahead. Oh no, 219. What's up?
Hey.
Oh, 219 must be in Indiana area code.
Gary, Indiana.
Okay. Now I know.
219. Hey, Duke.
Hey.
Hey, Troy. Hey, CJ.
Hey.
Oh, you see us 32 teeth from everyone.
In the building.
I can't hear you.
I said, I had to call. I got Mama over here, Bria, Danielle, Mimi, everybody listening in.
Okay. Yeah, that's who came and picked me up. I was mad at them for doing that. That's my god sister right there. They gonna get on that road and drive all the way down there. I said, man, y'all ain't supposed to do that.
We've been telling them since day one.
Wow. Yeah, they said from day one.
We can be there.
Yeah, they said from day one when they let you out, because they're gonna let you out, we're gonna be there to pick you up, no matter where you at in the United States. And they stood on it, you know what I mean? That's big right there. That's family, you know what I mean?
Well, we love you. Just wanted to say, hey, we love you.
I love you too, man. I love all of y'all, man. I'm gonna see y'all soon. As soon as I come to the crib.
Flex in the building.
All right. Talk to you later. Love you, Duke.
All right, love.
Now, before we get out of here, DB, you gonna call in? Before we get out of here, talk about the relationship with your son's mom, because it seems like y'all had a great relationship, because it seems like the cohesion between you and your son seems like normal, you know. Can you share that and how that grew over the 16 years?
Well, I met her. We was young kids. We was teenagers, and that was my high school sweetheart. So when you got your high school sweetheart, you gonna have a type of love for her that no other woman could probably feel. But my situation caused problems. You know what I mean? In any relationship, the man's supposed to be there. I don't think no one goes into a relationship saying like, I'm gonna have a kid and then he gonna go away for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years and get a life sentence. But that happened. But we also had not a situation, we had a blessing. So we realized that we had a blessing. Now the relationship was torn based on situations, but the blessing wasn't torn. So we came together to honor that blessing. And that blessing was my son. And the older he got and the more we realized the blessing that we had, I felt like the stronger our friendship became.
Wow.
To where I feel that it's even stronger than it was when we was in a relationship.
Wow.
She's family to me. I'm all the way in with her because she was not just a mother, but she was also a father at times to my son. She did things that she didn't have to do, but she knew I would have done them, so she sacrificed to make him have it. What else can I say about her? I seen her today and she know me. She know when because we grew up like that. So she know when I'm good. She know when I'm bad. She know when I'm lying. she know me more than I know myself and vice versa. But I think our blessing, we realizing it even more, so that it mean our friendship gonna even grow even stronger as the years go. And I love her, and she can't do nothing about it. And I'm thankful what she did for my son.
317, what's up?
What's up?
Yo,
what's up, dude? Man, it's been a long time. Me and you constantly probably don't remember me. Probably you see me though, you remember me though. But just wanted to call and give you some love, man. It's good to see you out, man. Real.
Man, I thank you, brother, and I appreciate it, and I feel the love. All right.
All
right, plenty much of it. All right.
All right, I got you, man. Much love.
Peace and blessings, homie.
All right, same to you. God bless you.
All right, thank you.
Troy.
Yo.
To wrap this thing up, man, how do you before I ask you to capsulate this, I was thinking about it, and you ever heard the term like God in the flesh? You ever heard that term?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that you and your team was God in the flesh. You literally took a man out of the belly of the beast and brought him to heaven, earth. It's just it's just astounding, man. Like the I'm gonna get emotional, but the sacrifices you made, it's amazing.
Right. I'm still processing, man. But at the end of the day, is Fred, you got to realize, man. I know my purpose in life. I know who God called me to be. He made us all gods. We got 3 gods sitting here right now, and just like I'm just, I'm still processing it, man. Like I sacrificed so much, man. Like if you all know how much I lost, people thought they thought I was crazy. They like, he ain't coming home. Like, why you fighting for this dude? I'm like, y'all didn't see what God showed me. I could do it because God showed it to me first. We working backwards. All this is working backwards. I had already saw it from God. And I trusted God. And he said, I'm not gonna let you down. When people think you was crazy, even in Hollywood, you know how crazy it is. You sitting there with these in these studios and these executives, like, man, this guy Duke seems like a great guy, but it'll take a miracle for him to get a clemency for this to actually, They thought that he was a great guy and they loved the passion I had for it, but it was like they just didn't believe it. People back home.
Oh,
like we shock the world.
Okay, yeah, you're back now. Go ahead. People back home.
I told everybody we was gonna shock the world, man. People didn't believe like what we was doing. I said, man, we live in a real life miracle. You go down my timeline for years. We've been speaking this into existence for years, not months, years. I spoke to this man every day of my life. You know what I mean? when I see CJ, I couldn't let this kid down.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like I couldn't look him in the eye and say, "Man, we failed your father." So this was the biggest challenge of my life, Fred. This the type of stuff I feel like get you into heaven, bro. You know what I mean? Like this my heaven. You know what I mean? Like for real. I know my father passed away in 2016. My father's name was Charles. His name was Charles. His name is Charles. You know what I mean? It's just I made my father proud. My mama proud of me. So I'm good. You know what I mean? Like I'm good.
Yeah.
Hey man, we was on the front page today at our hometown, man. We made the front page. Mama, we made it, Mama. We made it.
Bill Hader, he couldn't help himself. He coming back in here, man.
Man.
I mean, your story, man, is amazing, man. And you know, Fred, he you know, Fred gonna keep this shit going, and then he gonna start me to crying up in this motherfucker, man. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm trying to have dinner. I'm saying, Fred, you killing us, baby. You know, but I'm saying, brother, you know, you guys are a testament to staying together as a family, man. I'm seeing your son behind you. He's all smiling, man. You know, brother, you don't look half your age. You know, I had to look. I said, wait, oh no. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you're looking 25, 26, 27, man, and I know what that place can do. And you know, it's you also a testament of the brothers that's left behind, that's intelligent, man, that's well spoken, man. And you know, you represent, man. I mean, you just don't know how much you represent right now, you know. So we all pulling for you, you know. I'm gonna stay watching this until you leave out the barbershop. Fred got this motherfucker open late for you. And listen, let me tell you, man, I just wanted to come back on here, man. I ain't leaving until you leave, brother. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm all smiles, man. Fred, stop crying, man. Stop motherfucking
Man,
crying.
that's what we preach every night, man. Brotherhood, man.
We do.
No matter the jokes, the talking shit, I preach brotherhood, man. I've only been a black man my entire life, and all I do is advocate and love black men. That's all I can do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, listen, I know I ain't gonna take too much more of your time, brother. You just came home. Like I said, I'm looking forward to when you come out here out west, all right?
Bill, we want to come up and get with y'all, man. We're big fans, brother. What y'all doing, man? Like you a father and son, man.
Hey Charles, I need you to put him up on Devin Haney. Because unfortunately,
I've been telling him. I said
I know.
Hey, I never saw Shorty fight, man. I see him in the books, but you know, because of my situation, as soon as you came up, my son said, "Hey, that's his daddy right there." He hit me in the back. He say that's his daddy right there.
They don't have
I got love for him. I know. Listen. No, Fred. You don't know anything about this. The thing about it is, guys that's really trying to be and get home like a good brother are not messing with those burners. Because you can grab one of them burners and you can watch him on the app. But unfortunately, that even with my family members, they like, man, what's up with the guys that you see on ESPN? You know, because up the way, you get a chance to see a lot of the free fights. You don't get a chance to see the zones, and you know what I mean. And you know, I look forward to you seeing it. And once you see, you ain't gonna never talk about them suckers, the Lopez family ever again. Because I'm telling you what, no, listen, they scared, they ducking, Pete. Listen, and you know, just like you said about Roy Jones, listen, the Lopez is ducking. Ain't nothing that they done said true. You know what I mean? They're not undisputed. They ducking Devin Haney. You know what I mean? And he's a real one. He like your nephew. You're gonna love him when he meets you. You know,
hey, well, listen, man. You know what I wanna see him, and you know what I mean. And like I said, and for when he said he want to take that challenge. If you notice, I said, well, that's what he's supposed to do, as he should. But please tell him this for me. Tell him to focus on what he got coming up on the 7th, and tell him to go in there and be the best he can be. Get God the glory, and then go ahead and tackle the next one, and hopefully the COVID over when I can come see him.
Oh yeah, champ. It ain't nothing but a couple million. It ain't nothing but a couple million reasons why to stay focused. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking. That talk right there. I like that talk right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, ain't no doubt, man. Yeah, And listen, and as a dad, just like you, I pride myself on him getting paid more money than TL. You know, he's a real champion. He's a champion in the record book. So if you want to type in, because you know, we got to have receipts with this shit. When you type in who's the world champion, who's the lightweight world champion in boxing, you'll find Devin Haney's name too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we made sure that them zeros match with everything else as well. You know, I'm gonna bring a real one up to speed on this every time when yeah. So that's what it is with us.
Keep getting that bag.
Yeah,
As he should,
yeah.
as he
That's
should,
right.
as
And
he
look,
should,
and look.
and
Now,
get even some more extra of it.
and you know what you owe to me is all the game and everything that you got in you. That dude that's behind you right there, you got to get behind him, man, with everything. It wasn't, listen, because I'm not no fighter like you. So our whole life, our whole family was non-traditional to what he was doing. So we had to get on board and get behind him, and our whole shit changed. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I done been through it. I done been I'm from Oakland, California. I done been places that I shouldn't have been and did things that I shouldn't have did. But when I stepped up to my kingship and got behind my seed, I mean, it's been like that ever since. You did? So, you
Man,
know,
thank
salute to
you.
y'all. You know what I mean? I love the way he got your back there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to tune into your story, man. But I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you get out this barbershop. You know, Fred, man,
Yeah.
he just came home, man. You going to keep him working all night?
We
Yeah,
go.
we're gonna hit you up on IG, Bill. We're gonna hit you up, man.
We
Hey,
done.
make
I,
sure
I'm
you do.
gonna send you all
DM,
their
hey,
numbers.
We're gonna hit
hey,
you up.
DM me, champ. DM me for
okay,
sure.
love,
All
man,
right.
and once again,
Hey,
man, tell Champ I said, man, God bless him on the fight coming up, and hopefully I'll be able to see this one because I'm here now.
oh, blessings.
Yeah.
Blessings, bro. Blessings. See you
I,
soon.
Blessings.
I love.
Peace,
Uh,
King.
all right. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I just want to say thank you, man. And you inspired the world. When you come to Vegas, I'll drive up, you know,
Yeah.
and we'll make it do what it do, you know.
Well, guess what? Hopefully I get to thank my president for letting me go face to face, and then hopefully I'll be able to see you soon and thank you as well. Take your hand, but thank you for letting me get my story off, man. You helped me get some tears off.
Mm-hmm.
You even helped me explain my friendship to my son mother that I ain't even got to explain. Yeah, I ain't even
Man
get to
ain't had
have
to talk to
I
him.
ain't have my one-on-one talk to her. So now I did it on national TV to her. So I hope she heard it and understands. She my friend. I'm always rooting for. I'm proud of her. I love my son, man. I love this guy next to me, man. All the other people, and I'm with you, man. I got a lot of people, man. That I left 16 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm back with them, and we're going straight to the top, champ. And I'm gonna see you again. And thanks again, man, for giving me this opportunity. It mean a whole lot. Okay.
Yeah, and
Thank you, Fred, man. Thank you, brother. Like,
thank you,
thank you
Troy.
for being part of it. Hey, man, I told you, man, we making history together, man. Just
Yeah, history.
people
And I
don't
know,
even realize they watching history, man. We you know, we just shocked the world.
Hey, Fred, but guess what? I wouldn't have been able to do it without my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, man. He saved me, man. He gave me the favor, champ. I had favor through it all. You know,
yeah.
I ain't mad, and that's why I still got to smile and look like this, champ. He had me. You know, I feel 24.
You've been smiling the whole interview, and I want to say thank you. And I've never said this before. Tell Donald Trump we said thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And your son is going to be growing to a big tall tree because of
Right.
the blessings that just happened on Wednesday. You know, and your discipline for 16 years is the reason why you're here. You understand what I'm saying? You made some mistakes along the way, but you made a goal. And even when your flesh was weak, your spirit was strong. You know, and that's why you're here. So
All right.
thank you.
Get it, Floyd and Roy, and tell them to get
I'm
it, Troy, man. We need to talk.
gonna send you Sam Watson's number and just tell him Fred gave it to you, and then you'll be good. Okay.
Okay, man. And thanks a lot. Okay, and anytime, champ, because I think some more things coming, and Troy gonna keep you afloat of what's going on, because I love to come back and give you an update.
Yeah, I love it, and thank you, man, and have fun in Colorado Springs, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I'm ready to go right now, man. I gotta go to sleep. I'm going to sleep tonight. I ain't got another one in me.
Man, I ain't even slept
You
in
ain't
here.
ran. When was the last time you ran 3 miles, nigga? When was the last time you ran 3 miles?
In May, not in May and March, right before the COVID. Before the COVID, you know, I was pushing hard. I ain't worked out since COVID, so but you know, it's like riding a bike, man. Listen, I got a jab and left uppercut to the body that's so vicious, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm going to sleep, man. But listen, I still got it, Holmes. I got next. I was named that for a reason.
They got now, but Duke got next.
And right now, I got on some tight pants.
All right, Tom, man. Everybody bless. Have a blessed night. Love y'all.
Love y'all, man. Thank you, man.
All right.
I'll beam you out.
All right.
Well, yeah, man. That was fucking beautiful, man. Woo! Man, that felt fucking good, man. Felt fucking good, man. Shit felt amazing, man. All I saw was my family, man. I got so many cousins, man. I got a nephew that's in jail. He gets out in 20. I've told you guys the story before. You know, I feel like I got my blood on his hands, man, because I felt like I could have done more. I know I did my best, but I felt, you know, even when you do your best and they go back to jail and they try and throw the books at him, my mom fought for him real hard. You know what I mean? Got his sentence reduced. But, man, when you young and black, man, they going to throw the book at your ass, man. And all I saw was my cousin Shavar, Curtis, Bum, Carlton. And them motherfuckers, all them niggas did 20 years. All them niggas did 20 plus years. And my cousin Curtis wasn't even supposed to go to jail, man, but he stood up for his brother, you know. And you know, so and I know the struggle, man, being black. A white judge saved I never told you guys this. A white judge saved my life one time, man. And I was, you know, remember I told you guys I spent 2 days in jail. I was 19, and it was a petty theft. But it was a true story. It was an African Los Preventions. Is it Los Preventions? What's up, Mr. Early? That's my 7th grade school teacher. It was a Los Prevention officer, African guy, mean than a motherfucker. We gonna get you on grand theft. I'm like, grand theft? I'm looking at years now, right? It was the August of 1997. And it was a Sunday night, and I didn't go to court till Tuesday. And the judge looked at me and says, "Don't you ever?" He said, "This is petty theft." Remember, I went in on grand theft. Okay, so that I'm looking at time, right? And he says, "Don't you ever fucking come back to my court again." And I never came back. It was a little old white man. I need to look at my paperwork. You know what I mean? I don't want to look at that paper, but I think I need to look at it. But the fact that I went in on, did I say grand jury? Oh, grand theft. Yeah, it's over $500, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's grand theft. And you know, so you never know. You never fucking know, man. You never fucking know. And it's just a beautiful thing, man. You know what I mean? To see someone slip through the cracks on this shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just, I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was. I don't give a damn. I don't play politics, man, when a man's life is being saved. Ain't no atheists and foxholes. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if it was President Obama, President Biden, President Trump, man. You see that? You see that 18-year-old kid, man? You see that 18-year-old kid, CJ, man? He got to touch his father, man. He got to see his father outside of them walls, man. Just a beautiful thing. Anybody want to call in and just debrief? We got about 10 to 15 minutes. DB didn't want to call. I guess DB left. Oh, there he is right there. You know what I mean? It's just, man, if I said, I'm going to tell you guys another true story. What's his name? Troy Davis. I'm going to tell you guys another. Let me Google this shit because I got to get the time frame right. I'm going to tell you another true story about this shit. What happened? His name, Troy Davis. That was on death row. I'm going to tell you another true story. Yep, September 2011. Troy Davis out of Atlanta, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yep, Savannah, Georgia. Thank you. I'll tell you another story. It was I was on vacation. And I'll beam you in. I was on vacation in New Orleans, 2011, September 2011. Dre and I are on vacation in New Orleans, right? And in New Orleans, you can visit those slave quarters, right? Those slave quarters. And round about 1 o'clock, unbeknownst to me, round about 1 o'clock, unbeknownst to me, Troy Diss comes on the screen, and I didn't know I didn't know about it, but I just happened to be in that region. Nor I guess New Orleans is close to Atlanta. It wasn't showing here in Los Angeles, and he was on death row, and it was the night he was going to get executed, and and I think this is the first time Dre understood what's it's like to be a black man in America, because I literally stopped my vacation. I was in the slave quarters, literally stopped, wrote you email a letter. I emailed the letter to the attorney general, whichever it was, in 2011. Dre will tell you the story. One day we'll do a video together at some point. And literally stopped. And she didn't understand. Dre had no concept of like the reality of this shit, right? And the reason why I always do this shit is because of my cousin. So whenever something comes up, like you see those petitions, I always sign the petitions. I always like the videos, like that man Julius, Justice for Julius. He has a web page. I'm always on his Instagram page. And I literally stopped my vacation for like 2 to 4 hours, whatever time it was, and I typed the attorney general a letter from my phone. And I think that's like the first time I think where Dre really I had to sit down and tell Dre what it's like for a black man in America. You understand what I'm saying? And it was just, and then to see this nigga free, that brings me so much joy. You know, no non-violent. You shouldn't get life for a non-violent crime, man. You shouldn't get life for a non-violent crime. Simple. Just what I mean. I just. What's up, H Money?
Man, Fred, great interview, man. You know what I'm saying? It had to be the best interview of the year, I would say. Best interview.
It was captivating because it involves all of us. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be black to feel that shit. You know, God created spirits before he created humans, you know?
Yeah, it was just a great interview, man. Shout outs to Duke. Shout outs to his son as well. You know what I mean? Because you could just see the emotion, like this shit it's so real. It's so real. And then when Duke was talking about his relationship with his son's mom, you know what I mean? You could see his son in the back crying. Like this shit is still so new. Like it just happened. You know what I mean? He just been released after 15 years.
Nigga was in jail at 3 o'clock. At 3:45 on Wednesday, this nigga was in jail with 10 years left on his ticket. He had 10 years left on his ticket, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, Fred, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate like we come to the barbershop, we talk a lot of shit, we have fun, we joke around, but you know, we know when to be serious. You know, this was a serious issue right here. And man, shout outs to the president, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out for the president. Seriously, you know what I'm saying? Helping this man get out of jail. You know what I mean? Like shit is just crazy, Fred. It's crazy. You know, I appreciate Coach Kevin Cunningham calling in, giving some great words for Duke. Shout outs to Bill Haney tapping in. And you know, it means a lot, man. It means a lot to everybody. Fred, thank you. Then his family was calling in as well. Family members calling into the show. You know, it was a great day, Fred. You know what I'm saying? It was a great show. And I appreciate you. I want to say thank you, man. Appreciate it, Fred.
Time.
Peace.
651, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Well, how you feel?
Good, bro. You know, remember what I told you?
Man, you said a lot, nigga. You gotta refresh my memory. What's up?
I told you after November 3rd, we will see where our people will be. I told you this. I listened to every conversation that you had with everybody who has some subjective I'll tell you, suggestive power. And their power is nullified other than the fact. I look at everybody that you bring onto the panel. And then I see what they talk about. I am neither Democrat or Republican. I am for the people. And your people who has been isolated in life have always been indigenous to the nation that they live in and been subjected to prostituting themselves to the people who have power. And I talked about it in your chat. I said it. If we agree that we should never be prostituted again, we must agree whether you agree with the knowledge that they taught you in grammar school, that you come from Africa when they came in 1842, that they couldn't believe that black people were already here in the 1800s before World War One.
No, 1738.
No. No. It happened when Christopher Columbus came here. I tried to tell my son.
1942?
1400. So when they decided to excommunicate the so-called Moors out of history, now we are here. And they brought Moors and they slave ships to here. To here. When my grandparents said, this is what they told me. I'm going to tell you. Them niggas over there don't understand. And my grandparents told me we became niggas because we was the niggas who did not move from the land which the Europeans excommunicated us off. Only the half-breeds and they family went. That's it.
Appreciate it.
I want y'all to understand this. That's why black in America is a misnomer. African in America is a misnomer. And all of you have been bred either by white folks or the Moors who miscommunicated, who bred with the true niggas on this continent. That's how you gain power. Take the niggas off the continent. And you have been blinded by the misnomer. I found out that the whole trade of what they call African was really Indian, because black and Indian in the true sense of the word means indigo, black, blue, true. And look, I may be light skinned as most of you are, but I've been bred by a grandmother.
Whew. Gotcha. You got 15
And
seconds
you
left in you.
niggas, no,
You got 15
no,
seconds.
no, you forgot where you came from. And you niggas do not belong in Africa, because the true history of this world is that niggas have been found all over this planet. That's why they destroyed the Australians. And they tried to do it here, and they couldn't do it. And now we are here.
We here, baby. We here. And whoever else, and there's a few other people that are here that want to call in.
Yeah. Fuck them until they understand what I'm telling you.
We get it, man. We get it.
Yeah. Fred.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you believe that Christianity brought you here? Or you been here from the jump? That's my only question to you as a brother.
We've been here, man. We've been here. We here. We here.
So if the European found us wherever we've been, in the Indian tribes that we
man, can I get to the next call, man? It's been 9
No,
minutes.
I'm not gonna let you get to the next call.
No, I have to. It's been 9 minutes.
It's fine.
No,
I love you, bro.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
All right.
You
heard what I said. Y'all Indian like a motherfucker, whether you disagree or not. You've been bred like dogs, and we tired of being bred like dogs. And now the real niggas is coming out. The real niggas is white folks. It is not us.
Come on, man. Can we get to the next call, man? Appreciate
All
you,
right.
baby.
Go ahead.
Appreciate you. Wait, coach want to call back in. Let me get coach for a sec. Let me call. Facts, right? Oh man. That's my mom. You gotta wait till Hey, what's up, coach?
Hey, Fred.
Yes.
Man, brother, that was a hell of a show, bro.
Man.
Hell of a show. And I've been knowing that young brother since he was an amateur, man. And from the amateurs all the way through his pro career, he had a promising pro career. He was 19 and 0. He's on his way. Fought on ESPN a couple of times.
Damn.
And then all of a sudden, I remember like it was yesterday. I think it was one of my fighters, Corey Spinks, or one of my fighters came to the gym and said, man, Duke, they gave Duke a whole lot of time, man. And it was like 30 years, 40 years. I was like, oh my God. It was like, I remember it like it was yesterday. And then to see this brother on your show, and for you to tell me the other day that he got out and he was going to be on your show, and Trump gave him clemency, he got out, man, that was a hell of a feeling. To see him on your show tonight with his son, and the other brother that died by his side. That was a beautiful thing, man. It was a heavy show, and I've been having some going back and forth, on the political tip with that 94 crime bill that Biden sponsored and pushed through. And, I've been having some going back and forth with a lot of people because they really don't understand the carnage that our community suffered from the 94 crime bill. And, I was involved directly because I was on the front lines of that whole war on drugs, war on crime fight, which all it really was, they called it the 94 crime bill, which was supposed to be a war on drugs and war on crime, but really all it was a government-sponsored war on the Black community. And just looking at this brother, was one of the statistics of that whole 1994 crime bill, and to see what he's gone through, and he's lost 16 years of his life that he could never get back, 16 years of his young son's life. And to see him stand right there on your show tonight, he looked good, he looked strong, he don't look beaten, he looked like he did his time, he did it strong, and he's thankful and blessed to be back, and he looks in great spirits, and it was a beautiful thing, and it was a touching show, it was a needed show, and man, you should be commended, bro. I'm telling you. That's why normally I'm asleep by now, but I had to call you back on that one, man. Because Duke, that's my little guy. Plus, you did a hell of a thing, man. And you keep doing your thing. They try to shut you out, and you getting bigger and bigger. Standing strong on your own, man. And you should be commended, bro.
Thank you.
Just real talk. Real talk, man. And this Duke is just one of many, man.
Yeah.
Of how they've given them brothers cases, man. You know what I'm saying? Just one of many.
Yeah, that's the sobering part, that he's one of many. Man, my Curtis did 25 years for nothing. Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing, man. Nothing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, but it's a beautiful thing to see him back. He's back in his son's life.
Yeah,
his son looks so happy sitting behind him.
Isn't it?
You know what I'm saying? And you just couldn't even you can't buy that type of
right
experience, man.
Right.
And his story, he got a hell of a story, man. I'm telling you. He's got a hell of a story, and he deserved whatever, however it plays out, he deserved it, man. You know what I mean? He deserved it. And just for the fact that he ain't just thinking about himself. He's thinking about coming out here, working with the police department in the PAL program, to try to help our community and help our youth and the police department come together and work together instead of being in a situation where it's us against them, because that's part of the problem. So just for him to even have that mindset, man, to even be looking to go into those different types of endeavors, it's just a beautiful thing, man. Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yeah, man. So.
Yeah, it's beautiful that he got a second chance.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And he's looking to, you know, take a stab at the boxing thing again, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's undefeated when he left.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, you know, who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Who knows?
You can never say never, man. You know what I mean?
Shit, he had to look at the chances he was up against.
Yeah. You know, he's 19-0, you know, so hey, you know, he get a couple of wins.
He's definitely gonna get a couple wins. Yeah.
Yeah, he knocked off the rust, get a couple of wins, you know. Get that form and technique and that rhythm and timing back. Who knows, man?
Who knows?
You know, cruiserweight division,
and he's in a standstill division, more or less. You know,
yeah,
cruiserweight division. They don't move.
Yeah. So, you know, I wish him all the best, man.
We all do.
You know, and that was a hell of a show, man. That was. I mean. And this is what we're dealing with, man. This type of thing here is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with in terms. This is the ramifications that we're dealing with in terms of this election next week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's getting to the point, Fred, where we grew up. Our parents, our grandparents, and their parents grew up to the point to where a certain political party felt like our vote was a given. You know, so and nowadays we can't allow our vote to be taken for granted like that. Just because you're black, you're supposed to be a Democrat. Them days got to be over with, man. We got to break that cycle. You know what I'm saying? And it's got to be, this thing has got to come down to where we especially as the black community, we gotta hold these people accountable, man, and we gotta get behind whoever's gonna do something and make a positive impact in our community. Bring some economic stability to our community. You know, we gotta find a way to go in there and strike a deal and get something done in our community, as opposed to being lied to and being took advantage of, and they just automatically feel like, the black community gonna go, in this direction, so we got that vote, and they just take us for granted. That's got to stop, man. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
In a situation like this, that's a prime example. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Prime example. So, man, I don't know, man. Next week, I don't know. It's almost like, do you choose Lucifer or Satan?
Right. Yeah, because now we looking at like the tangibles. Not like Duke is the tangible result. Like
Yeah, on some real shit, Fred. Do you choose? I mean, what really? I mean, who's really got the black community's best interest?
Mm-hmm.
Can you put a finger on any one of them candidates that's got the black community's best interest?
No, but I could be a prisoner of the moment right now. You know what I mean? It lean towards Trump, and that would be obvious by most accounts right now. But you know, I mean, prior to this interview, you know, like I couldn't trust either one of the two, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's and that's
but his
real
son
fucked
smiled.
up, right?
But here's the catch, Coach Kev. His son smiled. Like honestly, if my vote wasn't casted, I'll be dead ass honest. That 18-year-old boy's smile would have been good enough for me to vote for Trump. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That little boy smile. He went through every emotion in that interview. If you go back and watch the interview, you see every emotion that kid went through, man. And it's a beautiful thing, man, to see him have his father back. And he has his mother. You know, it's you know, it's nice to get a victory every now and again, right?
Yeah, man.
It's nice to get a victory.
Man.
It's nice to get a victory.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's just this is one of the first elections, man, that just feels like any, you know, I used to hear people say, man, I ain't even gonna waste my time, man. Mm-hmm. You know, and I'd be like, well, you know, if you don't, you can't win if you don't, if you don't vote, you can't, you can't, you know, if you don't play, you can't win this, that, and other. But
right.
This shit is so crazy, man. It's like neither one of these dudes is I mean, neither one of them. I don't see what you know. Our community as a whole can get too excited about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, blacks want you to think, you know, play into that, you know, Trump's a racist shit, and the Democrats, you know, and you know, and then they want you to think that because you're black, you're supposed to automatically vote Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
And the Democrats just take it for granted, and they don't do shit for our community neither. So I mean, this shit is crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, hearing that brother, you know, speak, you know, because basically what that president did with just the flick of the wrist with that ink pen gave him a whole new life, man. And quiet as kept, Trump has did that for a few brothers and sisters lately. Yeah. I mean, since you know, the last year and a half, he let out a few people. He pardoned a few people.
Yeah. Yep. 20-something. 20-something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I saw it in the articles I was reading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a hell of a thing, man. But I ain't gonna hold you, man. I just, you know, when you see a young brother that you've known since he was a youngster, and you knew what he went through as a kid. You know, you seen him coming up in amateurs. You know, knew him all through the pros. You know, and to know what he's gone through, and to see him, you know, get this opportunity to get back out here and get his freedom back, get out here, get a second chance at life. That was a beautiful thing, man. And it was a great thing to see that you was the first.
Isn't that beautiful?
Black show to, you know, first black media, predominantly black media that he spoke to. So that's a hell of a thing, man.
Yeah, it is. And when the movie comes out, people gonna come back and watch the interview on Duke. You know what I mean? It's gonna be beautiful. When the documentary, the book, and all that come out, this is gonna be a reference point for everybody. So it's beautiful. They're gonna hear your voice and see the comments in the comment section and all that. So it's a beautiful thing.
All right, man. Take it easy, man. I'm out.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
One. Yeah, thank you. What's up, E? Hey, keep talking. I gotta go set this alarm, okay? Keep talking. All right, go ahead.
Where you go? Can you hear me? You can't even hear me. um, um, yeah, man, you can't even hear me. What's the point of me talking? That interview was heavy though, man. Wow. Yeah, I got to definitely commend you on that. Man, that was heavy. It's like to see that brother, finally get his freedom. I definitely can understand, why. Of course, he would thank president for doing what he did. I think one of the problems that we have as a people is we're concerned with presidents loving us when the fact of the matter is we've never had a president that loved us. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be concerned about that.
Make deal.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know where you are in this conversation. I'm just assuming I'm just going to make an assumption of what you're talking about. But if the president is willing to make a deal, I mean, this is a prime example of just making a deal. You know, what I mean, you help me. It's simple, guy. You help me, I help you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. What does Dr. Claude Anderson call that? What does he call that? Pro quo, something like that. I forgot what
yeah,
talking about.
Something like that. Something like that.
I forgot what he called.
He
that.
He does talk about that, and he needs help with the black male vote. You understand? I mean, let's just call it a spade, man. Let's have we having real conversations, okay? All right. He needs help with the black vote. Angela Stanton got out. Alice Johnson, her name, got out. She was the first one. Remember you seen her on the commercials?
Right.
She had a life sentence. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. I was going to bring that up. Yeah. And that was, that was my point. To Sergeant Dorsey.
I disagreed on that.
Yeah, we can't be concerned about them liking us. You know what I'm saying? It's who's going to do what we need done, and that's what Cube is trying to do. And everybody keeps bringing up what he did concerning the Central Park Five, and I get that, but at the time he did that, he wasn't in a position he's in now. So him just putting out a full-page ad, saying he wanted them executed is not being the president where he can actually sign to have that done. You see what I'm saying?
I get that.
Like Coach Cunningham said, the carnage that Biden has done with his legislation. You know what I'm saying? And that was heavy when he said that. I felt that.
I felt that. That was painful when he said carnage.
I felt that when he said
I felt that. I've never heard it in those terms. Never heard it in that.
Right. And that's the thing, man. We have to, people go back to the 94 crime bill, but people don't understand that Biden has done his carnage didn't just start with the 94 crime bill. You know what I'm saying? You can go back to 79 when him and his mentor, his hero that he
eulogized.
Yeah, that he eulogized, Strom Thurmond. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that they did in 79 still affects us today. So, his legislation has always, caused carnage in our communities. So, we shouldn't be surprised, about the 94 crime bill because he's always done that. And that's the thing that, that I try and make people understand. Don't stop concentrating on that 94 crime bill when, it didn't start with that. And the thing is that he instead of admitting his guilt, or his fault in that, he tries to put it on the Black Caucus. You know, he uses them as
well, they agreed with it. They agreed with it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? He uses them as a scapegoat.
Yeah, I done did so much research on this election.
Yeah, man. He uses them as a scapegoat, you know. So that's crazy, you know. And it's crazy how, you know, you people give him a pass, you know what I'm saying, but you can't, you know, give Trump a pass for stuff that he says. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, addressing the Central Park Five, he didn't have any power legislation, you know what I'm saying, to affect what he was saying. Just because he put out an ad, you know, it's different from being able to actually sign something into legislation,
right?
And to have those boys execute.
Yeah, that's the conversation that I mentioned it on the show, I believe, early this week. Like, he's just speaking from an opinion,
right?
You know, Joe Biden is speaking from a legislative perspective. So, if he calls the schools the jungles, he created legislature that didn't allow black kids and white kids to go to school together.
Exactly.
You know, he eulogized and was friends with multiple KKK members.
Right.
You know,
Right.
who were
yeah. For anybody in the chat, Google Strom Thurmond.
Yeah. Oh, Strom Thurmond was a motherfucker.
Yeah, see the kind of cat he was. You know what I'm saying? This is who Biden, you know, says was his mentor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people need to be aware of that.
Yeah. And you know, so
yeah.
But you know, I mean, you could take it back a little bit further. Lyndon B. LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, he called the 1957 Civil Rights Bill, whatever it is called, the nigger bill.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that everybody loved Kennedy, but he refused to sign it.
But Kennedy was a terrible man too. You understand? And Lyndon Baines Johnson was the worst vice president in the history of the. I'm just gonna say 19th century, because I know the 19th century better than I know other centuries. He was the worst vice president in the 20th century, 1900, the 20th century, and he was a Democrat. And this is proof, y'all. I'm telling you, I wouldn't lie to y'all. You know, and it's
you know, but we know he didn't give a damn about black people.
Say it again.
We know he didn't give a damn about black people
at all.
He didn't want to sign that bill.
No, he didn't. He did it to get elected, And then he says, if we do this or something, we gonna have these niggas Democrats for 200 years.
Yep.
These are quotes from LBJ. These are quotes.
Yeah. You know, I parallel the black people's relationship with the Democrat Party. I parallel it to an abused woman in an abused marriage who thinks that as long as she loves her husband, that he will eventually stop beating her. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing. As long as we show them we loyal, they're gonna eventually do something for us. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what's the definition of insanity.
Yeah, doing the same over and over. Coach Kev said he said breach. Is that the word you're looking for? Breach or something like that? Maybe I wasn't in there when you said that.
Yeah.
Breach.
What said again?
Coach Kev said he said breach.
Who said that?
Coach Kev.
Oh, Coach Kev?
Yeah, preach. Oh,
yeah.
Preach. He's telling you to preach. Yeah, he's telling you to preach.
Okay. Yeah. He was Coach was cooking, man. He was on point, you know. And I wasn't even gonna call in. I was really just listening tonight. You know, I wasn't even gonna call in, and I waited till I thought the show was ending to get into the chat because I was just listening. I was so captivated. Brother. You know,
I saw all my cousins with him, man. I saw all my mom was on my mom calling it after you, but I saw all my cousins, man. I lost all my cousins. I was a baby cousin. Everybody, so everyone loved me. You know what I mean? And then I got 4, he gone. 5, he gone. 6, he gone. 7, she runs away. 8, he gone. Like I was like the last little boy, and I'm like, damn, where are my cousins go?
Yeah.
They either pregnant or in jail. I'm being sarcastic a little bit, but you get my drift.
Right. Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy. Wow. Yeah, that brother, man. Man, that's a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they say they got it. They gonna have deal. Shit,
You
they already
know?
got the deal done. And,
Yeah.
and here's a beautiful thing about that. I was telling Troy, I said Joe Biden raised the price. I mean, not Joe Biden. Donald Trump raised the price for you.
Yeah.
Like he signs the party. You got action now. It's a big time story.
Exactly.
It's a big time movie.
Yeah.
You know, and hopefully they get everything they deserve.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
Man. Yeah, that was I definitely have to commend you on this interview tonight, brother.
Mm-hmm.
That was, man.
Yeah. So
point, man.
Yeah.
Much respect to you, brother.
That's what I just asked the questions. You know, we built this platform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Wherever I go, we go.
Most definitely, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, man, I gotta lay it down, man. It's almost
I know you do. I know you do. I know you do.
I just want to come in and speak on that, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right.
we'll have this conversation Monday about like we're gonna have an honest conversation about Joe Biden and
most definitely we need to.
you know, about Donald Trump and Joe Biden. You know what I mean? We'll have it now because we have evidence. We have primary evidence. You know what I mean? And I think it's just worth having. Our votes are already in now, so we can just have the conversation for the most part. You know, many of us, you know. So we can have that conversation. So yeah, we'll make it happen. Mm-hmm.
All right, my brother.
All right, one.
What you, man? All right.
Peace. So yeah, that shit. Yeah, that shit was fun, TB. It was a hell of an interview. Yeah, he's so optimistic. Shit, you put me in the cell for 16 years. I wonder what I come out like. You know what I mean? So, hey, what's up?
Hi. Congratulations. You know what? I've been waiting and watching and wait and pray for this day where you would realize that you had a calling in journalism. It's not all, and that it's not just sports. You have a serious calling on your life. Yes, you. But you know what? I want to take a page from Kanye. When he had his last concert and he said Google Live, Kelly, fuck you. We won. We did not need credentials. We pulled ourselves up from our bootstraps with our own money, our own confidence, our own community. And it's called Black Power, Black Love, Black Unity. Reach out and help somebody else. I am thankful that you didn't throw in the towel and that you pressed and fought and got over all those threats and pressed. I know what you went through. And I give God all the glory. But I thank him that you are receiving your reward. I love you, Frederick.
Love you, Mom.
You're my king.
All right, thank you.
All right.
All right, good night.
Good night.
I guess she's on that clear. You know what I mean? B&B's on the brow. She on the clear. My mom don't drink much. So, yeah, man. It was 219. That's a Midwest number. 219. What's up?
Hey, how are you? I want to first thank you for having Duke on.
Yeah.
That's my godson.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
as soon as I got the word, my daughter and I hit the road. And when he opened that door and we saw that face, I haven't gotten over it yet. I'm still walking above ground. One of the things I want to just say, and I think he emphasizes this in everything he says, he took God to jail with him. You know, a lot of people find God when they get into prison, but Duke took God with him. And that's what the difference is. That's why he looks the same today as he did when he went in. I mean, you can't imagine and all the things that they put him through trying to break him, but they couldn't do it because he took God with him. I remember a couple of years before all this happened, he called me one day and said, I don't know what you got to do on Sunday, Mom, but you got to be there to see me. I'm getting baptized. And so, you know, God has been in his life. A lot of what he went through was a result of him trying to help people. That's always been in his spirit. When he would have a fight afterwards, all the kids got new mopeds, everything. Duke was, that's who he is. And it's just a blessing. And he is, I know, getting ready to be a true blessing to a lot of people's lives. His story speaks volumes for what so many African Americans, males and females, are going through right now. And he has blessed my life in so many ways. But just quickly, what I want to say is in 1972, the first National Black Convention was held right in Gary, Indiana, where he's from. And one of the main things that was discussed was a third party. It's time. It's time for a third party that focuses on the needs of the people in this country to form. It's not going to be easy because, you know, we got entrenched in this Republican Democrat whole thing. But in order for us to survive, we're going to have to come together and form a party that addresses the needs of our people. I mean, we have always, as African Americans, had to decide between the lesser of the two evils when we go in to vote. I mean, nothing has changed. We thought it was going to change under Barack, but, you know, I'll leave that alone. I was glad to see him elected. I was glad to see that. But as far as how Black came out, a lot didn't change for us. And so we're in that same predicament right now. We have to decide between the lesser of two evils. Now, my pick, you know, I mean, I've watched Trump and, you know, of course, my heart now is torn because of what he's done.
Yes,
my
facts.
godson. But, you know, that's one thing. He's done a lot that has hurt us. And so, you know, you have to make the choice. Which one will I take? But if we get together and say it's time out for that, we got to go back to that thinking that we need to form a third party that truly addresses the needs of the people. And we need to be at the forefront of that. African Americans, people of color need to be at the forefront of a new political party in this country. So have a good evening. Again, thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for staying believing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's, man, it's a beautiful
He wouldn't
story.
let me do anything different.
It's a beautiful story.
His spirit never changed, and they couldn't break him. And I thank God for that.
Right. He never was broken. Right.
No, he was not. Okay. Thanks again, and you be blessed and continue your work.
We will. Okay. Appreciate you.
Sure. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing when you building something, you got thousands of people supporting you. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all for sure, man. It's yeah, man. It's I saw the questions in the chat, but I didn't want to make it a political conversation, so I intentionally ignored that question. You know what I mean? I didn't want to go back and forth on Democrat versus Republican, but I'll get to that in a second. What's up, 305 in my city?
Third shift here, Fred. Thanks for keeping it moving out here, man. We appreciate your platform, and as you know, you don't hear it enough, man.
Facts.
Like the diversification that you be having, because we are very multifaceted as people, and you cover a lot of issues, tons of them, besides the boxing itself. I personally, I've had this stance for a while now, and I've evolved my stance in politics. And I think a lot of people probably evolving from where they believe, where they grew up with, into where they get as an older person in life. Just my experience. My personal belief is that until we actually throw an election where we refuse to go and give our vote away, then I don't think there's any value to it because we're giving it to them and not getting anything back from it. It's almost like when you were talking about that WBC though last night. We don't understand how commerce work and business works, where you're just there has to be an exchange of either services or product, and we're not getting anything for it. We're just giving it away. Now you get a couple people that get elevated, but as a whole, that's not doing for anything for us as a whole. And I think therein lies the huge problem. And I think a lot of us, I know for a fact, a lot of us have almost to the point where they describe soldiers that come back from war as PTSD. We have PTSD when it comes to politics, when it comes to government. We have it because our expectations are so fucking low. We don't expect anything from government. And what we'll end up doing is we'll beat someone else up that they don't believe what you believe. We'll beat them down instead of the person who will take our energy out on the people that actually is doing it to you, or the government is actually doing it to you. We'll destroy our own instead of focusing our energy and actually getting something for our vote. That's my personal belief on the voting system. But people who believe like me, we don't stop. I'm not going to stop anybody from voting. If you believe that, more power to you. I hope it works for me. I hope it works for everybody. I just think that a lot of things are personal decisions, and we're trying to group things together when we're not multifaceted people. We're not in a person where we're just doing one thing. And I think that's fine, but people just have to respect each other and come together with the goals that if it was an actual goal where people were serious about it and they would stop things away, then we would actually make some headway. But I think we have I'm gonna leave with this and I'm gonna get out the show. I think at some point we're gonna have to address the mental issues that we as Black people have.
Sure.
But what we perceive ourselves as, and that's the reflection of the TV shows we watch, the people that we idolize, that we say that they're great. And at this point, it's a mental issue to the point where as long as you're making money, you're good in our community, where it shouldn't be, because we shouldn't even have these people as a representation where someone would make a mistake and put them in the front as though they represent us, because they have no moral values at all. They'll do anything for money. They're not anybody that you would want in your family, but we have let the media infiltrate our atmosphere, so to say, and tell us that these people are people that should represent us, when you know these aren't even people that you want to even be dealing with. They might have money, but the things they did to have to get the money, or the way that they act objectively after they get the money, are not people that we want to be messed up with at all. So I think until we can get to the mental root of it, and that's going to be very complicated because the government never stops messing with us. That's just not what they're doing. So you're constantly having that constant pressure. I appreciate your show, Fred. I salute you big. I think at some point, Fred, it'd be nice. I don't know if you ever thought about this. You probably need to have some psychologists on here to deal with some of these mental issues that we have as a community, because everybody got somebody in their household, or their kids, their uncles, that's got some real mental issues, not to mention even the people like us that are functioning, who've got their own PTSD from the police, from the government, just issues that we have, because we have a lot of mental issues out here that aren't being addressed. Salute you, Fred. I'm a fall back, man. Appreciate the show.
All the time. So I saw the questions in the chat about did he ask Joe? I mean, did he ask? I'm gonna close the phone lines. We're gonna get the hell out of here because DB's not calling in tonight, right? And about Barack Obama. Did he ask Barack Obama? It's in the articles. And just to answer that question, Barack Obama denied him. So and that's not to say why or how. I didn't want to get into that conversation because I knew if I asked that question and he said no, then it becomes a political conversation. So I saw it. I just didn't want to make it. I thought it was just a beautiful conversation. I mean, you know what I mean? He won. You know what I mean? The man won, man. He got his life back, man. Ain't no man got crack cocaine, rock cocaine, whatever it is, doing 30 years. Oh man. So that's why I didn't ask that question. Okay. So I didn't want to make it like, oh, we gotta hate him, and just do your research on it. And it's in a lot of the articles that are out now on him. So yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, we out of here, BNB. Because I don't think DB. I asked him to call him 40 times. I don't think he's here, so we just gonna wrap this shit up. But yeah, man, it was a great show. It's a great show. Hopefully, we learned a lot. Hopefully, we're inspired. You know, hopefully, we're inspired, and you know, carry this energy to your day. Oh, really? They surprised? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. He's behind us now, so I don't want to make it. But I'm excited to have this conversation about Trump and Biden. Trump, like an honest conversation where you can say A, B, C, D. And here's another thing too. And here's what I was reminded by Jason Whitlock. He said it on the show when he came. He said, I'm not interested if you like me or not. I'm interested basically, can we get this deal done? You understand? Can we get this deal done? So I think it's just that's where I'm at. So can we get the deal done? You calling in, DB? All right, let's go. I asked for you like 45 times. You never called in. So the phone's open, DB. Come on. And get in the back seat. And it's just I mean, we got to question this political system as a whole. You know what I mean? We really got to question the political system as a whole and just judge them on their merit. If you think that this man isn't worthy or that man isn't worthy, don't vote for him. But it's not the political party. All right. You understand what I'm saying? It's open now, so go ahead and call it. So yeah, it's ready now. So come on. Or I'll just call you. Or you haven't called a while, so it's not there. But the phone is open now. They're open. And there we go. I got you. What's up? What's up? What's up?
What up? What up? What up?
Hey,
so
how
I
you
have
feel?
this quick stat.
Yeah.
When you said, I heard you. I thought you said TB. So I was like,
oh,
okay.
nigga, I was like, TB calling. TV don't call it. Like, TV don't call it that much anymore, you know.
No, I thought you were talking about Pastor Pause. So I was like, damn, I guess he paused and I'm calling in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn. And then when you said I wasn't calling in, I'm like, I'm looking at the phone like, this nigga said DB? Okay. Well, shit, we own it, though.
What's up? I called you to wrap up the show with Duke. That's what I was calling you for. I was like, TB, call in. I mean, DB, call in.
Damn, I swear I'll be hearing TB.
Oh, no. What even called it? Yeah, anyways.
Okay, but so I know we're talking about the pardons and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled this up real quick, and it says Obama used clemency power more often than any other president since President Truman. And I was looking at it. Let me see. It's a small chart, so let me see if I can blow it up.
I read that. Mm-hmm.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it about 3 months ago when we were talking about. But go ahead, read it.
Yeah. So So let me see. I can't find. You know what? The article was old, so it doesn't show Donald Trump on here because it stops at Barack Obama. But he had 37,000 requests, and he granted clemency to what is it? I think it's 1,900. No, I'm sorry. He had 212 pardons, and he commuted 1,700. So he either reduced the sentence or, modified their sentence time, or whatever it may have been. But while I'm not a fan of Barry, I'm not a big fan of Barack Obama, but he has done this more than Donald Trump has, and I think it just hits home for us right now, or a lot of people that's here in the chat, because we actually get a chance to, to almost wrap our arms around this person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so let's not praise Donald Trump man, let me see how Khalid Muhammad said. Let me think of what Dr. Khalid said. He said, somebody bum rushes your house, breaks in, black boots stomp you down, pillage the house, rape you, kick you out, and then later on, when you come back, or damn, I can't remember how he said it, but anyway, I want you to share the house with you. The point of the moral of the story is this shouldn't have never happened the way it did. So he shouldn't have been looking at two consecutive life sentences. So I don't know why listen, this man is happy. He's elated. He's fucking got his life back. So of course he's gonna say thank you, God, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Mama, thank you, everybody, thank you, Donald Trump. But he shouldn't have never been looking at those two consecutive life sentences. So Donald Trump ain't done much, but what should have been, he was rectifying what shouldn't have been done in the first place. And I don't know when he first got the file. Maybe it was 4 years ago. Maybe it was 4.5 years ago.
No, he got the file like when the young lady got out, Johnson.
When was that?
After 2018 when she got out. So I don't know when. Yeah.
So 2019? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe somewhere. I don't know. But I just know it was after she got out. No.
Okay.
So when you talk about the sentencing, that's the so it's it's a little bit different, because when you're talking about like clemency and all that, it's a low number. But when you're talking about the sentencing, they do that like on a regular basis. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's through programs. So the numbers you're talking about is through programs. It's not like it's through a federal law. So it's that's for every president. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Trump's is going to be high too. Trump's is going to be on those numbers too, because it's through programs.
Gotcha.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
All right. Yeah, I don't want us to live under the false pretense that Donald J. Trump is a benevolent human being. Like let's not live under that false
No, we're
pretense.
not. No, right. I couldn't agree with you more.
Okay.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Let's say, hey, you know what? Yeah, he could have said no, but he said, yeah, he was rectifying the wrong, and our brother is home now, and he's going to do some great things with his life. So, salute for that particular decision that he made.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a whole lot of other evil compounded, on top of the others. Yeah. So I think this is, obviously for him to get out, that's just, that has us all elated. But I hope this is not something that's used for the campaign, from his campaign management, from a campaign management standpoint, for him to use this so that black people see it and go, Donald Trump's letting black people out of jail. Like, let's vote for Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? I stand corrected. You're right. I'm wrong. You're right as it pertains to, because I was looking at his first sentence. So you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right about President Obama. You're right.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're right.
No, I wasn't putting you in the bag.
No, you're not. No, shit. I want to live in. I want to speak the
saying.
truth. I don't give, man. Fuck that. Fuck the emotions. I want to speak in truth. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because I'm reading it right now, so I stand corrected. His first presidential term, it was real low. It was real low. It was like in the 20s or something like that. But his second term, he just let out, and he let out. So
I'm telling you, yeah. So, you know, it's just tough, man, because I'm not a fan of Sleepy Joe. I'm not a fan of Donald J. Like neither one. But I got 2 science degrees. You know what I mean? So like I like to deal in fact, and not to make everything as a matter of fact. So, yeah, man, I'm just happy for this dude to be home, though. You know what I'm saying? And for more than just for him, though, but for his son, you know. And
yeah, that wasn't that beautiful seeing his son smile. That got to me. That got to me.
Yeah, that was joyous. You know, I ain't never served no time like that. That kind of time. You know, all of my alleged time was, you know, short stint, but I can only imagine. And for anybody who ever done any time, you know, shit, after about 3 or 4 months, man, you know, shit, you don't even wish that shit on your enemy. You'd be like, this is the worst place in the fucking world, you know. And Soledad, we said Planet of the Apes. Like, yeah, this shit is just crazy, you know what I'm saying? And Delano called that shit Sick University.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you don't wish that shit on nobody.
Yeah.
But yeah, just glad for the dude to be home, man.
Yeah.
And,
but that crime bill is like, it's just amazing, man.
Yeah. I think now, man, I'm just looking forward to all of the things that he's got coming up. You know, because I know there's going to be at least one book, right? There's going to be a ton of interviews. There's going to be movies, you know, Lifetime specials. I mean, all kind of stuff that's going to come to him. But like I said, it's not just for him, because his son, I think what he said, son was 16?
18 now.
18? Yeah. I mean, it's perfect timing for him.
Yeah.
So this is him, like, you know, even though I went to school when I got degrees, man, I don't think this shit is for everybody. You know, I think this is good for his son to actually get a chance to travel the world with his dad, do these interviews, learn from his father's mistakes, you know, read the books his father read, and use this. You know, like I said, he'll have books and all of these different things, and he'll start having some sort of income from somewhere. But yeah, this is gonna be good, man. Somebody mentioned in the chat earlier to connect him with Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross.
Yeah, I think he got his own thing going, so that's why I saw that in the chat. But it looks like he's kind of navigating. They're doing well. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So by the conversation, because that was my thought, I was like, hey, I can just hook him with Rick Ross. But by the conversation I had with him yesterday, it looks like they were in the right direction. And then maybe like they can collaborate, like, you know, same thing, you know, shit like that. So
yeah. And shout out to Dennis Rodman, you know, and his what did he say, his manager, I believe. Dennis Rodman and his manager.
Yeah, I wrote it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Darren
Coach
Price.
Kev.
Darren Prince. Yeah, Darren Prince.
Yeah. Coach Kev, and also for AB, you know, AB is you know, he always screaming street. And yeah, he showed some real, you know, he showed some real nigga stuff by making sure that he, you know, reached out to the brother, man, and made sure his spirits was good. And Errol Spence, this is one of the reasons why we love EJ. You know what I'm saying? For doing things
that
like
was
this.
cool what EJ did. He took it off my page and put it and reposted it. Yeah, that was pretty dope. Yeah, that was dope, man. Yeah, we got, man. I don't, like I said, I don't give a fuck who does it. Get these brothers home, man. Get these brothers home, man. This is what we fight for every day, man. Get these brothers home. I don't give a fuck, man. Get these brothers home. Shit.
Yeah, big facts. Yeah. Man, we at 12:30, man. I know these dudes when they get out of here, they wasn't expecting us to be on a Friday night.
Yeah, you get one day
Man,
off.
listen, I'm gonna tell you this, boy.
Yeah,
If
what's
you don't
up?
got nothing lined up yet, it probably ain't gonna happen for you. You know, so hopefully you got two phones, or you can stay on the chat while you text message at the same time. You got somebody en route. What'd you say, Fred?
I got two phones.
Yeah. Shit, me too.
Nah, it was a song.
Yeah.
It was a song. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So even though we had y'all in the shop late on a Friday night, man, I know y'all got tight fades. Get your fingers ready, man. And you know what I'm saying? Text baby girl and say the show is over. Get on the freeway. She should be fresh out, smelling like botanicals and hair wet, and you know what I'm saying, afros, curly, and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, she got them curls
Come
right
through
now.
smelling like some Islam oil. Yeah. It's time to get it and go down, man. So we off tomorrow. It's some lightweight boxing tomorrow. When I say lightweight, I just mean that there's no big names. But we got MMA tomorrow, actually in a few hours. So once you get your last sleep and wake up, the UFC event will be on.
Really? He's fighting early in the day? At what time?
It's gonna start at 10 o'clock for us here, but it'll be nighttime over in Abu Dhabi.
So what time is he walking into the ring for the main event?
At 1 o'clock, I believe. Yeah. So, yeah. Do you remember when EJ fought Carol Brooke?
I remember that shit. Yeah, I remember that. Like that, right?
Middle of the day, yeah. So it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. So we get a chance to wake up, and you know, once we do our morning meditations and our early morning workouts, while your energy's still good, come back home, put you some vegan nachos on the table. Yeah. Have baby girl rub your shoulders while she got the remote control, getting the TV right for you. Man, it's gonna be a good day. It was a good night. I'm happy right now, man. Feeling good. Appreciate you, Fred. And you know, like Auntie said, man, journalism is a part of your calling. That's not the whole thing. That's a part of it. So you got a much bigger calling than just being pigeonholed into journalism. You know, I was listening to Champ Side a few days ago, maybe sometime last week, and he said, "I'm not a boxing channel," and I loved when he said that, because there's more than just a boxing channel. And same thing with this. This is not a boxing channel. You know, we start with this stuff, but we use that for our baseline. And we talk about relationships, politics, relationships inside of politics, religion, refrigeration, air conditioning, shit. It could be anything. You know, we'll take you anywhere. Absolutely. But man, let me get some love, man, so we can jump up out of this bitch.
Please.
All right, let's see. All right. Philip H., my brother Philip H. been going off in the chat this evening.
Yeah, he's
my
been
cousin
going off.
D-Man Jr. came back in here. Eli Zachary, Dave Jack. He said, Fred for president. Right on, Dave Jack. Let's
I'll
see.
take it.
My sister and the queen of mean, Patty Dean. See, y'all look at Patty's post, man. She got her Pilates on deck, boy. She posing on the Black Stallion. Not me, but another Black Stallion. Let's see. We got Mr. Vegas in the building. Sir Senior, he said the barbershop. Champion Harden is bad boy. Eli Zachary talks everything with bars. B&B, we love you, brother. Go on ahead with that yak, man. Patricia Shelton, she said it's 3:30 a.m. out there. Okay, let's see. D-Man, he said, yeah, EJ and AB, man, I love those brothers. Yeah, man, they support their peoples, man. So we love them for supporting us, and we support them back.
Yeah, as much
Jim
as
Broadway.
we kill, as much as we talk about AB be on his shit though. Like in terms of like support, he always supporting. Like even me, like he always give me time. Always, never walked away from it. He talked shit before the interview. Oh, he gonna talk shit, but he'll talk to me for as long as I want to talk to him. Real talk, no lie.
Yeah.
He always on his shit.
Let's see. Got Jim Broadway. Jim Broadway, man. Jim usually be taking off a little early. He stayed up for this one right here.
Yeah, he been
Right
crying
on.
all day. He been crying all show.
My brother Don Z be in here. What up, man? Let's see. The Majestic. Hey, the Majestic, man. I'm looking for you. I'm trying to take a fade with you. The Majestic is in here. He's an imposter, and I'm gonna take that fade with you, homie. Meet me on Western. Yeah. And my cousin SSCs are still in here. Right on. Troy Bly, he said Obama denied him. Hey man, listen, it is what it is. Jeffrey Lake's in here. Inglewood, I think. Okay, Ronald Haskins too. Part-time South Central, back out to where he at. And let's see, Mir in here came back. Jarvis Johnson, man, and the whole family. South Central Los Angeles to around the world. Play the song, Fred.
This is just easy for me, man. It's so easy, man. It's so easy. Man.
I come this way before.
Travel through that open door. I gotta send them. Oh, let me send them the numbers. Only sometimes you see. I know we could make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me.
I never.
This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up.
Hernandez with the 5, Mike.
Right? Hey, he stayed up, huh? This was a long one, 4-hour show, man. Personal.
Cause the devil's in the lot.
Hey. You fist fight for millions. When much expected, much is given.
When to make the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness.
Yes.
You can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with
your persistence.
You know that the best
Came home, man. He home.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, man. He home, man. Damn. Man, it's gonna take 3 days to chop this one up. Shit. 3 hours. Woo. For the children, it's a giving. Gotta give it. Yeah, boy.
Rob G. Film.
All the time, Troy. I just DM'd you some numbers.
So I do it for all my people, jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes, you fighting for recognition, I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack no cancer slowing our road.
I'll send you I'm gonna send you Rick Ross number now too, Troy. While I'm thinking about it. Fight this final round.
One more time.
Last time. Yo, bro. Take it personal.
Cause the devil's in the lot. Hey.
I'm telling you the truth. Hey.
It's all in what you do.
Hey. Gotta do the Dorsey Bob. What up, DOG?
Where DOG? He made it in here. DOG 215.
All right, we out of here, man. Appreciate you, DB.
You, man, chat, love y'all. Black people love peace and power.
And so. All right, love you, man. Love y'all, man. Give yourself a round of applause, man. Go look in the mirror and give yourself a round of applause. Love y'all, man. We out of here.